What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Lazy Sunday live stream here on Out of the Basement. I'm Nate, and I'm joined with some very special guests today. We got Zoo Boy with us,
What's up, guys?
and joining us once again, Fig Fury. What's
What's
up?
up, guys?
Thanks for filling in. No Justin this week. He is at a bachelor party for one of our friends, so he's having a lot of fun doing some bachelor party things.
He's
I don't
had at
know.
least 4 Trulies.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's had at least 4 Trulies. He's probably paying for it today. I'm assuming he's probably driving home. But we still have a great stream for you today. We've got some new yak face rumors to go over. We're also going to be talking about some TVC stuff that we didn't cover on Figure It Out, especially since Justin's not here. And we're also going to do recent pickups. We'll probably talk Tales of the Empire and then Bad Batch, of course. So thanks everyone for joining us already. We have 172 people with us. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking Black Series here on the channel. But thank you guys for joining me today. Most of you that are members of the Out of the Basement Discord are probably very familiar with Zoo Boy and Fig. As you can see, two established collectors that I absolutely love talking to. So thanks for joining me, guys. We're going to have a great conversation today. Appreciate you both
Thanks for having us.
taking some time out of your Sunday to hang out. All right. So let's start off here. We'll just jump into everyone who's joined us so far in the chat today. We got Tom the Perceptor, who got their Target Clone 2-pack yesterday, and they've got another one coming this week. Awesome. You know what's crazy is I checked before the stream, still in stock on Target.com.
Crazy.
Jeez.
No excuses for any collector here in the United States. I am actually very surprised it's still in stock almost an entire week later.
I have an extra one that I wanted to sell. No point in even selling it right now when you can just go get it
Yeah,
right on the website. Gonna wait it out.
right. It's crazy, though. I mean, I don't think any of us would have predicted that this 2-pack would have lasted so long.
Right?
No.
I'm thankful it did, though, because I feel like for army builders, like, this is what we need, you know, whether it's exclusive or not. It's great to see, you know, they're in stock. People can get them super easily. So gotta love to see that. What's up, Vortex 7114? 15 out of 10 figures. We also got 80s Kid in here. Good afternoon, Krusty Crew. We got a couple new members here. Brian Salazar, thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate that. And Yak Face, appreciate you joining the channel membership. I'm not sure if it's an upgrade or not, but I appreciate the support either way. Thank you so much. Best way to support the channel, too. We have a couple different tiers if you want to check those out. Next week when Justin comes back, we will spin the wheel. We haven't spun the wheel this month yet. But we'll do that next week once Justin is back.
You rigged the wheel for me and Fig already, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah. Wait, we're live. We're live. Hold on. Wayne, good evening to you. Evening. Been watching The Last of Us. Very cool. Also have Dan, the Darth Educator, in here. What's going on? Ready to talk some figgies today. Also have Not Obi-Wan joining us. What about Tales of the Empire? A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Also, Outlaws trailer next week. We are getting a lot of stuff recently. Yeah, you know, it was funny. I sat down the other day to watch the Tales of the Empire trailer with Paige, and she just looked at me and she's like, does Star Wars ever end? I was like, nope. No, it doesn't, especially not right now. The figures are going crazy. We got Tales of the Empire out of nowhere. We're going to have Acolyte, Outlaws. We're eating good. Star Wars fans are eating good right now. What's up, Wilbon? Thanks for joining us. Also have Ezra in here as well, doing well. What's up, Prophet? Hey, we got Zoo Boy. Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Wait. What's up, Dawn? Nice to see you. And Psycho Emerald, nice of you to include Nate on the stream this week. Yep. It's great to be on the stream with you guys. What's up, Sam? We got Tom Bowling in here. Not my tempo, Neiman. I hope that's a Whiplash reference. Love that movie. Rena, how's it going, Rena? Nice to see you. We got Seth Nico in here. Sup, my fellow cloners.
Cloners.
Cloners rise up. It's kind of weird, like with like the recent, crusade that Justin and I have been going on. I feel like people have already forgotten that we're also cloners too. We just want other stuff as well.
I mean, I constantly complain about clones, but spoilers for recent pickups. I have 3 sitting right next to me. So
Like, yeah, I can. We complain about the Clone Trooper repaints, but I'm also buying every single one of them. No questions asked.
Yep.
We just want both. It's like, keep the clones, that's fine, but give us all the other good stuff too.
Exactly. What's up, Freddie? How's it going? We also got Mr. Coffee in here. What's up, everyone? Just wrapped up listening to Yak's AMA, and there were some nice little tidbits. Yeah, we're definitely going to go over some of the Yak Face tidbits. I mean, most of the stuff we've already kind of talked about, but it's just some more confirmation.
Some good little nuggets in there.
Confirmation, and yeah, plenty of good little nuggets for sure. Mr. Grudge, nice to see you as always. We got D.A. Mac in here as well. Han Shot First is joining us. Was at Comic-Con last week with Tamura Morrison and Anthony Daniels as guests. Great experience. Very nice. That was awesome. That sounds cool. Did you actually meet either of them and get anything signed? I'd love to know. Shout out to Dawn for being a member for 32 months. Absolutely appreciate the long-term support there. Got lots of long-term support here. Ivan, 32 months as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What's up, Dill? Dang, we got some great guests today. That's right.
Oh, yeah, Dill.
That's right, Dill. What's up, Gary? Nice to see you. Got Darth Xander in here. Can't stay, but wanted to show support. Appreciate it. Catch you on the replay there. Joby Wan, how's it going? Happy to be off to catch this live. Love to see it. Love to see everyone joining us today. Force is strong with this one. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. I also got Sir Pounce in here. And Fig. I'm here just to shill. That's right. This is an alternate shill squad podcast today. What's up, James? Might watch on mobile or the replay, heading out on a toy hunt. Well, James, either way, we appreciate it, and hopefully you find whatever you are looking for out there.
Good luck. I went on a toy hunt recently. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Empty stores.
I've had some good luck in the wild recently. A couple of my pickups, it's my local Target. They're always hitting. And
if I recall, isn't your Target pretty good, and then Justin's local not really?
His usually gets more inventory for stuff, but like mine, as you know, literally McFarlane Platinums every single day of the week, all week long, except for the ones like I really, really want, like those Dark Knight trilogy ones. Never saw them.
Of course.
But also have some good stuff, like some Haulathon stuff for the recent pickups that I found that I was really looking forward to getting, and some new hype figures that aren't Black Series as well. Fig knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
What's up, Rain? Nice to see you. Should have figured. Welcome to the stream. We also got Apo in here, Rolando, and we have NH Guy 2009. This is the first time I've participated in a live stream. Should be a good stream. Well, thank you, NH Guy. Appreciate you joining us for the very first time. Also, a quality profile picture. Homer Simpson Boba Fett. It's
awesome.
It's the mashup you didn't know that you needed.
Right.
And I do want to give a huge shout out here to Commander Cook, starting out the stream with some really awesome channel support. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. They say, have you ever thought about a top 10 Black Series community moments? For example, I think 2 contenders would be the whole thing with Lukeness and Fives and Justin getting stuck in the Vader helmet. Maybe the Rancor incident. That's a great idea. I think that would be a pretty fun video. We would definitely need to enlist the help of the Discord to determine like what the best moments could be, but that's a good idea. I like that.
I like Justin talking like Optimus Prime and Watt Tambor.
Yeah. That was
a nomination for sure.
That was a great clip, especially when he always brags about his flawless internet connection. I love when the mighty fall. That's one of my favorites. But thank you for the channel support. We seriously appreciate that. Not Obi-Wan says Justin fired, replaced with Zooboy and Fig.
Yep. This is
That's
our
right.
channel now.
That's right. We're cutting you guys in. What's up, Lukeness? We're cutting you in on the Hasbro profits. The checks are going to get mailed to you guys now. So.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.
Shield Squad 2.0.
Yeah, that's right.
Hasbro's paying us so much for this.
Justin getting crunk off the Truly right now. No drunk texts last night, so maybe he wasn't, because usually Justin is and I don't know if he really wants me to say this, but he's a drunk texter for sure. He loves to get a little sauced, and then he just starts rifling off. And you always know, because even the spell check doesn't help him. So you'll just get like these jumbled messages, and I'm just like, oh, yep, Justin's had some Trulies, huh? What's up,
He's
Jay?
truly out of his mind.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sal Cruz, nice to see you. Justin is slacking once again. I know. The stream is more important than real life, I'll tell you that much. Even though we took last week off, but that was Easter, so plenty
On
of
the
people.
upside, Sal, since Justin's not here, we could talk about Bad Batch. He's a fake Star Wars fan, so
Yeah.
It's true. We could actually talk about Bad Batch. Can you believe it? What's up, Bodie? Nice to see you there. We got Kenobi Jabroni in here as well, along with 49er Brian, Justice for 9 Nub. But Metallica today, 49er Brian. We know we got 49er, 9 Nub, and Metallica. It's the 3 comments from 49er Brian. What's up, Star Wars Collector? Also got Thomas Mulgrew in here. Big shout out to the Discord channel this week. Had some great fun looking and joining in with the discussions about the new releases this week. Love to hear that. Absolutely love to hear it. Even though I'm typically a phantom in the Discord, I still love everyone talking and conversing in a positive manner. And then, I'm always in the DC McFarlane chat, if you really want to hear from me.
and then NECA.
Yeah, not in the Black Series chat. I'm in the other chats that are other figure lines. What's up, Nixel Plix? Also got Geode Rocky in here. Court Foss is joining us today. I would love to see a Barris figure, but then again, you got to kind of have Luminara with a Barris, just like you can't have Shin or just a Balin. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I would love to see a Barris, but I feel like we got to get Luminara first.
I'd say that hopefully the chances to get Barris went up with Tales of the Empire, but we still didn't get Tales of the Jedi figures. So you never know.
Yeah, that's true. And then, of course, like, would Barris be in like her Inquisitor training costume? Or I don't know if I'd want that. I feel like I would want like Padawan Barris.
That would be so strange if we got Luminara as a Jedi and Barris as an Inquisitor. Can't really put them together.
It'd be very strange.
Don't get paid for any ideas.
Yeah, wait. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Gonna say what's up to a few more people, and then we're just gonna jump into all of the discussions today. So what's up, James Vincent, CT41, Riley Cross, and we got W Butter Studios, Corellian Collectibles, and Ryan is in here along with Risk Llama and Doug Smith. Thanks for being a member, Doug. Appreciate it. And Dill has been a member for 16 months. That is awesome. Certainly appreciate that. Court, thank you for being a channel member. Thanks for joining that. Love that profile pic. I would kill to get a Darth Scion in the line.
Is that Scion?
Or
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Fake KOTOR fan. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It's weird. It's hard when you're on the spot and it's live. And Big Bendu, got to say what's up to Big Bendu. So thanks for joining us, everyone. 263 people in here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you're new. Here's 49er Brian checking in with a $5 super chat. Please talk about your most wanted figures like 9 Nub.
He is one of my most wanted.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you guys. Like, especially at this point, like the most wanted characters, especially this year, has, the list is shrinking. So
Yeah.
nine nub is getting higher and higher every single day.
If I remember correctly, I'm checking. I'm pretty sure I had him listed as my most wanted OT character. Yep, most wanted OT.
Nice, nice. Volts, ohms, amps. Again, thank you for being a member for 32 months. Appreciate that long-term support. Love to see it. I love to see it. But all right, so again, thank you guys for joining me today. Appreciate you. We have some news to definitely go over. Now, Justin always does this stuff, so now I gotta figure out everything. I don't do the StreamYard stuff. I usually just get to sit and be a participant. Now I gotta
actually do work now.
I know, this is malarkey. But we do have some Black Series news to go over today. And of course, before we do that, Wilbon, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you. They say, sup fellas, I bought a new bookcase this morning, and that means the figure room gets an overhaul. Fig knows Kiati went back into the pipeline. He's MIA. He's just MIA. But so we are going to start here. I'm going to try to do some screen sharing because I got some pictures, some stream pictures. And I want to do a little bit of housekeeping here. Share my screen.
Yeah. Wilbon and I had a pretty good April Fool's pipeline on his last live stream, and that's Kiati Mundi went back up there for that because we all know why.
Yeah, because he's not actually coming out.
Yeah.
So real quick, hopefully everyone can see this window. Fig, Zooboy, can you confirm? Can you see the window?
Yep.
All right, great.
All good.
Housekeeping notes. First things first. For the first time in 3 years, I have posted my entire Black Series collection video, and it's doing pretty well. I appreciate all of the support on it, but I just want to say if you have not seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's just under a half hour, and everyone finally gets to see where I put all of these figures that I buy every single week. And
I will say it's a great video. Nate already gave me posing ideas.
Thank you.
Lots of cool stuff there.
I appreciate that. It took a long time, putting everything together and finally getting it to a place where I was like actually comfortable sharing it was, it took a long time. But I finally thought
that's my problem now. The stuff I have right behind me, it's good. You can see it. Stuff that you can't see, it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh yeah, but I know a few people asked, and so did you, Zooboy. I do plan on doing the rest of my action figure collection in a separate video, but that'll probably be in a few months from now. I really want to let the Black Series collection video kind of do its thing, rack up those views, before I post like another collection video. So I'm definitely going to do one for my Marvel Legends, and I'm also going to do one for my NECA collection, because those are my other two big displays that I have. So check that out. Check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I say, even if you watch Nate's Black Series collection video, like I missed a couple figures that he had on display. I haven't asked him about it. I'm like, where is Clone Wars Mace, for example? And
Right.
just because, been collecting for a decade. So, yeah, it looks awesome. So just to reinforce that fact, like, check it out. It's pretty rad.
that's what's good when you have a full display where you could actually see everything. You look like, oh yeah, I have that figure. I forgot. I appreciate it more.
Right. It was because like the way I shot the video too was I recorded the footage silent and then I did a voiceover.
Yeah.
And like I was just like, oh god, naming all these figures. I'm just like,
Yeah.
like you don't realize how many figures you have until you like start to make like a video like that. So
I bet.
I appreciate the support on that. But real quick, moving into some of the recent news, I do want to get your guys' thoughts on Hammerhead. So
Yes.
we talked about MoMA on stream, and then we talked about him once again on Figure It Out this week. Do you guys see the zoomed in picture?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Shit. Uh,
This is what happens when Justin's not here.
I don't know how Justin does this. All right. Well, damn it. We're just gonna jump back to this then.
All right.
So MoMA went up for pre-order this week. I think we're all very excited, but I just want to hear what you two are thinking about that figure.
Easy pre-order. The easiest pre-order, $33.99, right? Something like that. That's what it was. Doesn't bother me at all. I was very impressed with the paint. Obviously, you talk about it all the time. Black Series doesn't do much paint. To see all that, great. And the new head sculpt, didn't expect that at all. So it's one of my most anticipated of the year, up there with the Droideka and B2.
Nice. Fig, how you feeling?
I mean, pretty much everything Zoo said and what you guys talked about and figured out as well. It looks amazing. Yeah, I was like, as soon as he went up, I pre-ordered him. I have Pulse premium membership on Hasbro, but I typically still do a lot of my POs on Big Bad. Just because I buy other things outside Hasbro. But yeah, instant PO. I think he's going to look really cool. I hope that as we've seen him so far, he at least stays the same when we get him in hand. Nothing disrupts the look of him or anything we've seen, and maybe even better. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the photo, or quite the figure, I should say.
What we don't know, it doesn't show us. He's actually going to be shorter than Balin. He's gonna be a minifig.
Yeah, they sculpted new thighs to make him short.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
One thing I didn't notice, and Robo pointed it out on the weekly this week, was it's new forearms as well. Because Doc Ondar has bands sculpted on the forearms. So new head and new forearms.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate when Hasbro does that because it's an Athorian. You'd think not many people probably care. I hate to say it because we're OT old heads.
Right.
Yeah.
But some people don't care. So I could appreciate Hasbro putting the effort into that.
Yeah, the little extra mile that they went was it's just nice to see. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal. I mean, I think most of us were surprised they didn't just use what's his name from Galaxy's Edge?
Doc.
Doc Ondor's mold. Like I thought they would just repaint it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Especially since it was under the robes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, just take the robes off. There you go. There's a MoMA, but they didn't do that.
Which I would have been okay with. Like I was expecting it. I would have still bought it, pre-ordered.
Still would have bought it full price.
Got Hammerhead and been happy, but the fact that they went to the extra mile is really cool. I love it when they do that.
It makes me think that Cantina patrons, Jabba's Palace denizens, they're not dead. That we can still keep getting them slowly, but maybe next year we'll get a Zutton or a Muff Tack or something like that.
Yeah. I feel like Zutton is like the next logical step in terms
He's
of
in
like
TVC.
Yeah, in terms of like, TVC's got him, and then, just like in terms of, I guess, popularity as far as Cantina aliens go, he's probably the next one in line, I would imagine. Briefly, though, I do want to say thank you, Hello There Collectibles, for being a member for 8 months. And 49er Brian, appreciate the $2. They say, guys, it should not be deluxe, though. WTF Hasbro. So I'd also like you guys to just weigh in on that discussion. What do you think about the deluxe pricing?
I think it was expected. I'm just happy that it's not the Doc Ondar price. That was 45, right? So 34, much better. And it's expected. Maybe, we don't like it, but paint, deluxe because paint, and also he's a bigger figure. So
In cups.
And they did, and they did throw some cups and a blaster. I feel like if he was a standard, he wouldn't come with that. It sucks to say, but he wouldn't have any accessories if he was a standard release.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was just, it was expected. Doc Ondar was $45, and he came with a couple accessories and soft goods, so it didn't really catch me off guard. But I think, just like we said on Figured Out, this is going to be the only 1/12 6-inch scale Momon Nidon hammerhead to ever exist. So literally just look at it from that perspective, and $34 is not a bad deal for that, because if Mafex did it, it'd be close to 100. Same thing if SH Figure Arts did it. It'd be close to 100, but they are not going to do Cantina aliens. So
And because of what you're saying, Nate, Hasbro, don't listen to this. If it was 45, I would have paid it.
Same.
yep.
Just fun.
I mean,
Oh,
when it comes to things that we want, we have to support them at full price. It's the unfortunate reality of collecting. It's the reason we are seeing so many Clone Trooper repaints, because the people that want the clones are buying them, and they're buying them immediately. And that's why we're getting such a flood of Clone Troopers. When Hasbro doesn't see any of this, they see dollar signs. They see, this figure sold or didn't sell. This figure, like Panda Baba and Dr. Evazan showing up at Ollie's, not good.
Yeah.
Right.
not good.
And for something like Kid Anakin, if some people don't buy, they say, "Oh, it doesn't come with the helmets, whatever." Hasbro's not going to take from that, "Oh, people aren't buying it because there's no helmet." They're going to take, people aren't buying it because they don't want prequel figures.
Exactly. It's one of those things. And I was kind of going back and forth with some commenters this week, and I'm just like, how can you be a diehard OT fan and not want to support this? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's $8 more than a standard figure. It's $4 more than an exclusive figure. I really don't think that's like that big of a gap.
Especially when some of those exclusives are Clone Trooper repaints. $4
Exactly.
more than that.
Yeah, for a pretty unique figure, new head, new arms. Yeah, I do think maybe we could have got the staff from the Saga collection
That would have been
figure.
cool.
But
maybe they'll do a Kenner release with the staff.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
In
I
blue.
was going to add to that. One of the rumor mills is that the price of the standard figure is going to go close to 30 here in the next year, maybe 2, if not sooner. So if you buy this now for 33 and a year later you decide you want it, and the average retail price for a Black Series is $29.99, I mean, it's $4 more if that does come to fruition. Like, I don't know, it's just that price point. I guess $35 now for a really good Black Series figure, the way the line has been since tail end of 2019, how many improvements they keep on doing. It's not like I didn't even think about the price. Like, I'm in that mindset.
I couldn't agree more.
If it was like $50 or more, then we'd be probably having a different conversation. But like $33.99 is just, I don't want to say it's nothing because it's money, but
right.
grand scheme of collecting this line, it is nothing to me.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you look at the improvements overall. The red box era figures that were 20, and then now you look and what this is for 34. I feel like the improvement is worth that up in price. A $20 red box, the fin with no photo reel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think it's an easy pickup. It's such an easy pickup to just not even think about. I didn't even think twice. I don't care about the cups. I don't care about the E11. Literally, if it was just MoMA in a box by himself, I would have still bought it for $34.99.
Yep.
And that might be a bad thing to say or a bad precedent, but when it comes down to figures I want on the display, I'm in. I'm in.
It's so scene specific, and just look at the figure. In that case, like, accessories are just the cherry on the top, really. If, like you said, they did what we're seeing, the sculpt, the paint, it looks awesome. So it's like, that's what you want. I mean, if I'm going to pay the money, I want that to be taken care of. If they put extra stuff, cool. If not, at least they got that part right, the most important part.
I don't know how you guys feel, but personally for me, if we could only have had one Cantina patron, it's him. He's the Cantina patron for me.
Yep. I would totally agree. That's, That's the one when you're a little kid watching Star Wars 77, the synapses in your brain start firing. You're like, what is that? And then like for me, I really hope this leads to some sort of Jedi version from the
What's his
2D
name?
Clone Wars.
Roran or something like that?
I don't know off the top of my head, but
He looks awesome.
I'm like, the pieces are almost here. Maybe a different overlay, different kind of sculpting for the legs, and
they could do the same thing if they release Muftak. We can get a Tal's Jedi.
Yes.
From Tartakovsky.
Yep. Now I do have that figure. That's Thal Modama. But yeah. Oh, don't worry, Court. It's coming. The Kenner crowd is gonna get their blue hammerhead. You better believe it.
What will the price be on that?
35. Oh yeah. There's no doubt. It's like Justin and I were saying on Figure It Out. The Kenner crowd, they complain and complain and complain about repaints, and then they're like, wait, Kenner colors?
Blue.
I'll take 7. And in all reality, I would probably also buy the Kenner release because I have all the other Kenner colors, and I have no nostalgia for them.
I didn't buy most of the Kenner stuff, but it's just another alien. I'll make him be another Ithorian somewhere else in the display. I would definitely buy it.
Yep.
Well, the sculpting, like Hasbro kills it on aliens.
100%.
You go far back as Boss. Boss, like he still looks awesome to this day. Like they just, even Greedo, like the head sculpt is awesome, and so like they just nail it. So like if you just like Star Wars aliens, like I'll buy several variations of Hammerhead if they did it. Well, there's really only 3, I guess, but I would get them all just for that alien sculpt because they're awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See a lot of people chiming in saying they would absolutely buy blue Hammerhead. So there you go, Hasbro. There's a free one for you. I believe, let me see. Force is Strong with this is their release date for Moman Nedan. I believe it's slated for October currently. But if we're going by Black Series logic, that probably means August. Just to be real. So
yeah, it's like the wave with Thrawn. It says it's slated for January. I feel like we're getting that this year.
Oh, we're absolutely getting that wave this year. There's no way in my, no doubt in my mind that we're gonna. And Ben Kenobi is asking, is it true we're getting a new mall? We don't know if it's going to be a new mall as in a new figure, but there is some sort of Phantom Menace mall coming.
Please be with a speeder bike. Just drop it on us.
Could you imagine the return of the vehicle line and it's a new mall with the speeder? I'd cry. I'd cry.
Well, that would set up the Jedi Starfighter HasLab, so that would work perfect.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. But so I do also want, and sorry about the picture stuff. I cannot pull up Discord right now. I have an old PC. If I pull up Discord, the stream will go down. I promise you that. So we're not going to have any pictures to go over, but we are going to talk a little TVC right now because Justin is gone, which, when Justin's not around, I'll hand rub for him. And then we'll also talk about all the figure lines that he doesn't collect. So, of course, WonderCon was recently this past week, and we got to see some TVC figures as well. We pretty much got to see the rest of the Season 1 Rebels crew coming to the Vintage Collection. So, no Kiadi from me today. We'll talk Kiadi. We'll definitely talk Kiadi. But just real quick, everyone's already disgusting. You guys make me upset. JK, unless. So we did get to see Kanan and Zeb and Ezra are coming to the Vintage Collection. Ezra is an Ahsoka packaged version, but Kanan and Zeb are both Rebels releases. So I know Zooboy, you collect TVC a little bit.
A little bit. And it's Rebels. So I slapped a pre-order on Kanan and Zeb. I'm skipping the Ezra because it's too similar to the one from the HasLab, which I am getting. So I don't need that. I'm hoping that they do come out with an Ezra from Rebels season 1, which I'm sure they will.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was a little strange that they were still going with the, like the Ahsoka look for Ezra.
Especially since it's not his Ahsoka look. It's his
Yeah.
hologram.
Yeah,
it's his
yeah,
Rebels
right.
season 4 look.
Right. And then because now with all of these, and Fig, are you getting the Ghost HasLab, or did you pass on that?
I passed. It goes against. Well, I don't collect PVC, but I'm not getting a HasLab till we get a Black Series figure one. That's my MO.
Fair enough.
Got to specify you mean Black Series figure, not another lightsaber.
Yeah, that's what I said. Figure wise, yeah.
Or next up will be a helmet. It'll be a metal helmet or some shit like that. But I now officially I'm not opening the HasLab figures.
So you're getting the Ezra then?
Yep. I'm gonna get the Ezra. I got the Sabine and Chopper deluxe set, and with all of these, I feel like I can't open the HasLab stuff. Those card backs are gonna look too nice to destroy when we're getting, we're still getting the Rebels crew. It's just the season 1 look besides Ezra, which is whatever,
I thought about it for a while, but the reason why I'm still opening them, I need that Kanan, the blind Kanan. We don't have one in Black Series. I want to play around with a figure like that.
I hear you. I think that's the one that's going to pain me the most, just because, we are getting the alternate blindfold piece.
Right.
It's the cut hair look, but I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it now. Now that I know we're getting other Rebel TVC figures, I'm gonna keep them on card. So NH guy says, why didn't you order 2 Ghost HasLabs?
Yeah.
Well, I barely had a spare $500 lying
Right.
around. I definitely did not have a spare $2,000 going down, or $1,000 to throw down on 2. In a perfect world, I would have loved it, but it's just not in the budget.
You should have just told Hasbro to send you one for free.
Yeah,
You're
right.
willing for them so much.
I know. It's been a while, but on this last episode of Figure It Out, we got a few unironic comments calling us shills. And I was like, wow, it's been a while. I literally responded to someone and I was like, you must be new here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just like, first time. Ben Kenobi 99, thanks for the $2. Is new Anakin episode 3 confirmed? It is not technically confirmed. We're going to talk about the rumors here in just a little bit, but I did. Thanks, Alpac. I appreciate that. Yeah. See, if 500 people would have given me $1 when the HasLab was going on, I could have got 2.
It's that simple.
Yeah. I did have to get a waiver to graduate high school. I'm not a math. Math was my worst subject. I'll tell you that straight up.
Same.
Math was my worst subject in school. But, so Zooboy, you said you're skipping out on the Ezra, but you're gonna get Kanan and Zeb.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the Kanan looks incredible. Great season 1 likeness. The promo pictures, once again, looks better than the Black Series. And I'm just like, now I want a new season 1 Kanan. And I also want a season 4 Kanan.
It's how I feel about the TVC Revan. I get that in hand. I'm like, I kind of wish Black Series waited because the Revan's so old now.
Yeah.
That new Revan looks so good. But, so we also do have some new Yak Face rumors and such to go over. Briefly, though, before we jump into that, so we're jumping back to Black Series. So everyone come back to the Black Series discussion. Let's start with Kiadi Mundi. Where is he? What do you guys think's going on? Why have we been waiting so long for this figure?
I think it's just...
Go ahead.
You want me? All right. I'm thinking it's just like the Endor Rebel Soldier, where wasn't gonna be a pre-order, and then they're gonna let's say it's May 4th where they reveal him. They'll reveal him May 4th, going up for pre-order. I imagine he'll ship not long after that, so it'll be very short time from going up for order to release.
Yeah, I hope the same thing. I was gonna say if they don't say something here in the next few months, especially on May 4th, we're gonna have to put his face on milk cartons.
Yeah,
It's that point where it's like, what happened? But
Right.
if
yeah,
he's
I
not
hope,
there at May 4th, like what are they gonna wait for Comic-Con? I feel like he's got to be out by then.
I hope so. But I mean, unless there's a reason that we don't know yet, media wise, which would be really weird. I can't think of anything, or maybe there's something they're changing on the design, so we don't know about it, like something like that. But we'll see.
Ki-Adi-Mundi survived, and he's actually a new Inquisitor and tells
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Corellian says, I think Ki-Adi was probably supposed to be mainline and then pushed because of the fan channel mini beat.
I'm sure that's correct.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is, but it still is weird because I even want to say Yakface reported at one point in time like the figure has arrived at like the shipping centers and stuff like that, but I don't remember exactly. It's just really weird, though.
A bunch of Target employees hoarding the Ki-Adi-Mundis in the back of the store.
Yeah, they're holding on to them for dear life. But, I mean, I'm sure once we get it, we're all just going to be happy, and it's going to be well worth the wait. But it is weird. It's just so weird that it's taken this long, and they've literally said nothing about Ki-Adi at all.
Oh, and I just thought, he's a fan channel, right? So he's not even in Targets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's fan channel only. And if he did appear on Targets, then something would be like,
he'll just show up.
But
no, that's also why I'm not pulling up the Discord. So that's the last thing I need to see.
That's for Out of the Basement After Dark.
That's right. That's on the OF. You gotta subscribe to that.
The Ki-Adi-Mundi hours.
Real Ki-Adi-Mundi hours. Edwin says Yakface did announce that. I thought that they said something about the figure already arriving in the States, so hopefully we see something on May 4th. I think May 4th sounds like a good time to
For May 4th, I'm just expecting the pre-order for Ki-Adi and the full reveal, maybe a pre-order for Sidious. That's all I want. I'm good. Just give me that.
Yeah.
A couple new pipelines.
I agree. And we'll also probably see the TVC HasLab too.
Yes.
I would think so.
Hellview's living in an alternate dimension where he got a Darth Plagueis figure in the Black Series. That's dope. I want to live it. What reality are you from?
I think there's the 3.75 Black Series.
There is.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, but now, from what we have, would we want Plagueis in 2013?
Ugh.
Well, the way they see, that's what I'm saying about Revan. The way they did Malik and Malchus now, give me a Bane and Plagueis. Oh, they'll kill it.
But like, if we got those in like the red box, blue box, like that era, I think they would have been. Like they would have withstood the time test for sure.
Well, look at the blue line. It was blue line, right? The first Palpatine, or was that orange line? Blue?
Yeah, it was blue.
Yeah,
that's not a great figure, and I imagine Plagueis would have been like that. So.
Yeah,
definitely. Mr. Coffee says, "Sidious, please, and please God, don't have any Emperor reuse." I'm bracing for it.
Yeah.
I'm bracing that it's going to be the same figure with a new head and the lightsaber. That's it.
Yep, it's going to have it'll be like a new overlay piece.
Yeah, new overlay.
Right.
But it's going to be that same underbody. I could totally see it happening.
Because if they were going to do an all new sculpt, I feel like they'd be more likely to do the red robes. Like why specifically pick the one that's close to the original trilogy.
Right.
Oh, that's a great point. I didn't even think about the pipeline image was totally black robed.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know those pipeline images are picked carefully, like Ahsoka without her
Like
white.
Pink and the
robe.
white, yeah.
Yep. So then we can get the Walmart exclusive Ahsoka the White now with cloak.
With another Grogu. It'll be a 3-pack
Oh,
with with another Grogu.
oh.
No, that's something I want to talk about with the Acolyte figures a little bit. We've talked about on Discord, I think, but like all of them have soft good robes.
Mm-hmm.
So like in
And they
my
look
mind,
great too.
yeah, they look good, like decent. I'm like, so every Jedi now has to have those. Am I like, why wouldn't you? But like we know that's not going to happen. It's
I
just-
really hope that I like the show and that I want these characters because the figures look really good just purely as figures.
Mm-hmm.
So if the show is disappointing, it'll kind of make the figures disappointing. But they look so good just looking purely from a figure standpoint.
yeah.
Yeah, I did end up. So like I pre-ordered Carrie Ann Moss Jedi because I mean,
Of course, Trinity.
come on.
Trinity.
And then I pre-ordered the other Jedi that already went on sale on Amazon for like 20. I think
The guy with the giraffe neck?
yeah, Yord or Jord.
Yeah.
Yord, I think.
You know, I'm like, Black Series Jedi for 20. Why not? And at the end of the day, I could just, it's for the channel, guys. I got to do a review. But no, I agree though. I hope the show, I think the trailer looked decent. You know, it looks like it's going to have some good action in it. So I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy it. And if I do, then I'll pick up all those other Jedi.
Zach from Black Series Cantina said this a few times that he's excited for the show, but the trailer didn't do anything else for him. It didn't push him above. And that's how I feel.
Mm.
I am excited for it, but the trailer didn't wow me. I was honestly more impressed with the Tales of the Empire trailer.
Oh,
But
for
maybe
sure.
that's because it's just new. We didn't expect that.
Well, the context of that has characters we already know from Tales of the Empire and more story. Like it looks like from what we've seen in the trailers, story elements of these characters we already have some attachments to, and that's always like, at least for me, always gravitates me quicker than somebody new.
And I'm sure we'll get into it more when we talk about the trailer, but from the second you put that on, I heard Thrawn's voice. I'm like, all right, they're cooking. Let's see what we got.
They immediately started cooking with that trailer. Like it was crazy. But so yeah, like we were talking about, there's some new Yak rumors. Yak did a really nice Q&A over the weekend, a Patreon exclusive. You should definitely support him on Patreon. Literally,
and it's only $1.
It's $1, and he's literally out here doing the Lord's work for us. So I think just based on that alone is well worth the support for Yak. Everything that he does for us, from the links to the information.
And
easy.
he said he'll try to be doing these streams more often.
Oh, that's
So that'll
awesome.
be cool too.
That's right.
That's great to hear. So let's talk a little bit about some Yak rumors. Now, Zooboy, appreciate you compiling this list for us.
We up.
I haven't had a chance to watch the Q&A just yet. I got Dragon's Dogma 2 this weekend, so some priorities in my life at the moment. But let's just run through it. We'll start with the very first point here, which is Yak reiterated that there is a new Anakin and Obi-Wan coming, and it's multiple Anakins for both Black Series and Vintage Collection.
And I think that reiteration is important because I remember when he was on Black Series Cantina, Justin talked about it on this channel that not 100% sure if it was just Anakin or Anakin and Obi-Wan. So he made that clear. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Now, was he specific about Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith?
Don't quote me 100%, but I feel like he did say Revenge of the Sith. I'll have to go back and look, but I feel like he did say that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would. I just
no more tiny head Obi-Wan.
Yeah, nope. And just imagine having both of these figures and they can grip the saber with both hands. Because right now you're like, you got to bend their lightsaber to get it in to get it in a two-handed grip.
Now, here's the question I have. If they put Anakin in the Ahsoka packaging, then they re-release it in Revenge of the Sith, the theory's alive. The definitive theory's alive. But what could they do with Obi-Wan? Because that look is just in that. It's not in anything else. The only thing I could think is if they say, oh, it's the 25th anniversary of the prequels. And they do a special box like that. Otherwise, the theory might be dead, boys.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say for the theory too, especially with like the 332nd clone. Although technically, it's in a different box. So
right, Ahsoka.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I have to believe the rumors are true, and this is something we've been asking for a long time. Those old 2013 figures are horrible. They are not worth it. Like
when
at
they still
all.
go for $100, I can't believe it. I'm like, don't pay that for crap figures.
Right. Even like back when we first started collecting around like 2014, there was 3 figures that were like the holy grails, and it was Anakin, Maul, and Boba Fett. Even back then, I was like, Anakin does not look like he's $100 figure. Like I cannot justify that, even though I love Anakin, I love Revenge of the Sith. It was just one of those things where it's like, it looks like a crap figure. And then it turned out it was a crap figure when I got the archive version. And I was like, oh, it's still garbage, but now it has photoreal.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, okay, like that's the only representation you have of the line. So like to this day, if you get the archive for 25, like I get it. Like, I mean, if I didn't have it and I didn't have Anakin, I would buy it, but it could be so much better. And here's another thing. Like, I know Nate owns the SHF Anakin. I don't know if you do or not, Zooboy, but
I don't.
Like, I love that figure, but the face, like that era of SHF was when their faces were not that great. And I guarantee you, I mean, I almost can say this confident, if we get a 2024 release for him or whatever it is, a new Black Series face will look better than that SHF.
100%. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah, the SHF kind of has like a weird animated look to it, but not like Clone Wars animated. It just looks like a cartoon version
like
of
an
Anakin. Yeah, exactly, like anime style. That's a good way to put it. But
Nick, I could select a comment here, or can only you do that?
I don't know. I think maybe only me.
Okay. Well, I was going to say with Mr. Coffee saying I'm the Black Series purist. I don't know. That the Mafex Mando is tempting me.
Ooh.
That looks really good.
Wait, you mean this guy right here?
Uh-oh.
See?
Oh no, with the whistling birds.
Oh,
Don't show me that.
So many accessories. It looks so good.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen action displays,
yes, I've seen.
I think you did a really good job of like comparing the Glavis World and that one, but it's an amazing figure. So
the same with the Dual End Vader, and then the I think it's SHF, right? Who did the Vader? Both those look great, and I'm sure you guys have seen. I have a movie shelf and a TV shelf. Like you can't see it, but it's all the way over there. Not just Star Wars, just any movie, any TV show. So I've been thinking, I'm like, I don't want to put SHF or my Black Series, but the movie shelf could use a Vader. The TV shelf could use a Mando.
Exactly.
I might go a little into imports.
Speaking of imports, how you feeling about that Jar Jar?
I want that face in Black Series. It sucks. I know that we'll never get another Jar Jar. I really don't think we ever will. Yeah. So it's a shame because he's just standing there staring blankly, and that's not Jar Jar. I do love the Black Series Jar Jar, I want to say, but that face is great.
Yeah,
it's very tempting.
I'm in. Like that was my main complaint with Jar Jar was the 1,000-yard stare. Just
this is the dead stare.
When do you ever see Jar Jar look like that? You don't.
I'm not sure if it was you or Justin, but when you were, I think it might have been you when you were saying that you could display the Black Series one with the shield now.
Yeah. Yep, because I don't have the shield out
Yeah.
on display because I wanted it to be like, the Jar Jar you normally see where he's with, Anakin and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. So now it's like, it's still going to work for my display because I'm going to have Jar Jar going like this.
Right.
Bah.
As soon
And
as you said that, I was like, no, Nate, don't
No.
tempt me. Don't tempt me. But
it's,
you're right.
I haven't
if
won
I,
them, but I don't know yet.
yeah, I mean, the price is going to be a little scary, especially since Jar Jar is a slightly bigger character. So we'll have to wait and see what it's going to be. But I think I'm all in. I definitely think I'm all in on that Jar Jar.
And two, like it looks like the paint looks. I mean, from the picture we saw, it looks like it's really well done. The skin tone, the paint, like you can see the details of the, I don't know if they're freckles or whatever his skin is, but like I mean, it looks comparatively to the Black Series one's phenomenal for the price point. We all know this, but and to have those facial expressions is the nail in the coffin. Like you guys were saying, I'm not. I mean, I admit it, I'm not a big Jar Jar fan. I wasn't. I was older when that came out, so it wasn't for me. But like, as far as again going back to alien sculpts, like usually Black Series is the king, but that SH figure art looks like it might be a better figure overall, head to toe. So.
Well,
yeah, I'm excited for that one. But to jump back to the Yak Face rumors, we are also going to be getting a Moff Gideon in his Dark Trooper armor.
I assumed this would be the case, but it's nice to hear him say it because Jason specifically called that figure out. And it's nice because I don't know if you can tell, but I organize my Black Series figures not necessarily by movie, but by like faction. So there's my Jedi shelf, there's my clone shelf, my Sith shelf, Empire shelf, etc. So I do have movies and TV shows you can't see on the bottom of my shelves. So I have my Gideon on my Mando shelf, but I kind of want him on my Empire shelf too. So I've always been tossing around the idea, do I buy another Gideon? So it's nice to get this. And it's also just great looking armor. I'm sure Black Series will kill it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I personally didn't really care for season 3 of Mando, but there's some great designs. And especially once we saw the helmet, I'm like, let's cancel the helmet and just give us the figure. We don't need the helmet.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're getting the obvious, like you said, Mando season 3, not the best, but we're getting the obvious what should be bangers instead of, Jack Black and Lizzo.
Oh. As much as I would love to have a Jack Black action figure, I would just want him. I would just want it to be like Tenacious D or something like that.
Hands down.
I would buy a set of Tenacious D figs.
I would buy a Kung Fu Panda Jack Black way over. Like, I'd much rather have that.
Give us a super articulated Poe.
Yep.
Oh,
dude.
I'm in.
I'm so in. But yeah, it's great to see that we're going to be getting Moff Gideon in the Dark Trooper armor. That's a no-brainer. We're also going to be getting more Night Troopers as well. So we recently had a 2-pack pipelined. It was pipelined of Captain Enoch and a Night Trooper set. So it's great to hear that we're going to be getting more Night Troopers because, as we all know, they almost every single one of them looks completely different. Either they have little bits of gray on their helmet, different cracks, the ribbons are in different spots. So it's great to see that we'll be able to just kind of one and done the Walmart pack, and then hopefully we'll be able to army build out the various different Night Troopers as well.
I wonder if this means if Enoch will be exclusive to that pack and we won't get a single release of him because since they're releasing Night Troopers.
Yeah, you're probably right, which is kind of crazy though, because I feel like a lot of people were pretty hyped on Enoch as a character. So it would kind of seem a little crazy to just stick him in an exclusive set. But either way, Walmart exclusives have been so easy to get recently. I'm not sweating being able to just get the 2-pack.
I think,
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I
No, go
wonder
ahead,
if
Big.
the next, or if that's going to be a 2-pack as well, like of just 2 basic, or will they be single releases and have like variants? It'll be fun to see.
What if it's one Night Trooper exclusive to Target, one to Walmart, one to Amazon, something like that? I could see that.
Yeah, definitely. Which I'm in. I love the Night Troopers. Give me any silly different design of a stormtrooper, and I'm just like, yup, pre-order.
That reminds me, Nate. I forgot to write this down. Other news which you will specifically be interested in that Yak mentioned. A 2-pack this Halloween, Amazon exclusive Halloween figure. I completely slipped my mind.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes, more Halloween figures.
I thought it was really interesting that he said it was a 2-pack and Amazon exclusive. So
Wow,
that's a good pre-order.
yeah. I'm so curious to see what the next Halloween figures are going to be. NH Guy is asking, will Moth be exclusive or mainline? Was that specified?
It wasn't specified, but I gotta think it's mainline to likely be mostly new sculpt.
Yeah,
Gotta assume.
definitely.
I don't think. Well, I don't know. What do you think it could be a deluxe? Because like Boba.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on the accessory count. You know, like what are they going to give?
A broken Darksaber.
Imagine being able to break the Darksaber with your hand. What a joke. What a joke. But no, I think you're probably right. That'll probably be a mainline figure. What's up, Norsky? Nice to see you pop in and out. Appreciate it.
What if I would actually pay the deluxe if they give him a really nice soft goods cloak, obviously removable helmet, and just really good paint on the armor and make it look awesome. Because if they just do like a standard and they cut out on that stuff, I don't know.
What did he? I have to look at the Hot Toys and see. But what did he fight with? Wasn't it like an electro staff?
Staff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some kind of staff.
Maybe 2 versions of that, like the Magna Guard had 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Hopefully, no removable helmet, please.
Yeah, I guess.
I would definitely be down, but I just don't think Black Series is going that way ever.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately,
first time ever switchable head and helmet. Finally,
I'd cry tears of joy.
I know.
Now,
be a great day.
Do you think we'd get just the helmet? So no Giancarlo Esposito head sculpt at all?
See, I'd be fine with that. If it is just the helmet, I'm okay with that because we already talked about.
Who's displaying him without the helmet?
Right. Especially that look. Who's displaying him without the helmet? And we already have the classic Moff Gideon. So if you want to have
this one doesn't have the mustache, Nate. It's a clone.
Oh, I forgot about the stupid clone thing and the mustache. God.
That's a rabbit hole no one wants to go down.
God, Mandalorian season 3. What happened? But Yak also said more EU characters that Yak himself thought they would never get to.
Now that has me excited. I was going through and I was thinking, what could they be? Because if I'm being honest, I think characters like Bane and Plagueis, they're someone that I could expect to see in the line eventually. But like Joris, I never expected him. Yeah. So I wonder if it's someone more on that level that none of us would have thought that we could ever get. So that intrigues me. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
What if we got a Skywalker that nobody wants but has a cool design? Cade Skywalker.
I want him.
Yeah, he looks cool. I think.
I'll take any EU, really, anyone. I don't care who it is. I'll buy it.
I'm really surprised we excuse me, we never saw Jason solo since we've had Jaina for so long.
We have to get him. It's kind of crazy that we don't. And if they do a 2-pack of Jason and Jaina again, I'll definitely rebuy. Jaina will have the photo reel. She'll look way better.
Yeah. My Jaina also busted lightsaber, so I'm down for a new one, which it was great timing with that with that EU 4-pack because I'm like,
Yeah.
looks like I got another Mara Jade. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's going to be like some, maybe like, because my mind immediately went to maybe it'll finally be Kyle Katarn or Dash Rendar.
Oh, that'd
You
be
know,
sweet.
even though those do kind of seem like obvious EU picks, but at the same time, since they've literally like have not been reintroduced at all, like anywhere, I feel
Earlier in the stream, it wasn't when he was revealing stuff. He was asked specifically about Kyle Katarn, and he said, "Never say never." So
that'd be crazy.
I'd love it.
Fig, we could finally replace our kit bash after all these years.
Oh man, that's such a fun kit bash. It's so easy and it works. But yeah, like in the display when I was watching your video, I was looking at where I have mine, and it's like it sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the.
I mean, it's a Marvel Legend, so he's way bigger than everyone else. But yeah, I was gonna like talk about the kit bash a little bit more in the video, and then I realized how expensive it is to make that kit bash today.
Yeah,
right.
And I was like, I don't even want to talk about it.
When you first showed it off a while ago, year or so, I was like, oh, I want to make that myself. And then I saw, like you said, I'm like, nope, can't do it right now.
Nope. Yeah, it's a very pricey kit bash these days.
I can't believe, like when you look at what you need, like at that time when those figures were like, you were finding them for discounted hard. And it's just weird. Like I think it's the most expensive piece, the Spider-Man head.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I would think too. Yeah, wasn't it?
But even then, when Cosmic Spider-Man came out back then, peg warmer, like you could find that figure everywhere. I actually bought it on clearance.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And you know what sucks is years after that, I was whittling down my Marvel Legends collection, and Cosmic Spider-Man was a victim of that. And now my Marvel Legends collection is like pretty much only Spider-Man. And I really wish I still had it. I'm like, why the hell did I sell that?
It's funny because... Go ahead, Fig.
I got rid of mine too because that version of Spider-Man was like not one I had zero connection to. In my opinion, not the best Marvel Legends figure even at the time. The Buck was, I believe, the old Captain America Buck, and it was just not a figure I wanted. So that goes. If you don't have any interest in it, you sell it or get rid of it. Right. I think I got like in a bulk of Marvel Legends with like 12 other figures. I think I got like $30 for that whole set.
Nice.
But
Court, thank you so much for the channel support. Appreciate the super chat. Wondering if it could be a deluxe Night Trooper with additional armor parts, helmets, chest plate. Probably not, but it's a nice thought. I agree, Court. I agree. Nice thought, but probably not.
If they were removable, though, even if they didn't include it, it would be cool to mix and match different parts, like from the 2-pack release and a single release, stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
So who else do you guys think we could potentially see EU wise? What do you guys think would be like something, maybe with some reuse?
HK-47.
Oh, well, I was going to ask that. Does this include the Kotar era? Is that technically EU?
It sucks that I didn't watch it live because I would have asked him, are we talking pre-Phantom Menace or post-Return of the Jedi? But just said EU, so I'm assuming it includes all of that. But if it is, if KOTOR figures can be included, I feel like HK-47, he's pretty easy. Most of the figure is HK-87, right? It's a new head.
Yeah, just be
what else?
A few new pieces.
Right.
Am I frozen on your guys' screen right now? But you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but you're
dying of boredom. You're just
we're putting Nate to sleep.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm not even getting the internet connection failure thing.
Wow.
But you guys can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
What the hell?
When Justin leaves, the stream breaks.
Yeah. It's probably because I'm on my pre-built PC from 2010.
Nice.
That is literally on its last legs. But I'm not getting any internet connection issues. My connection says it's still good.
Someone needs to clip this for sure.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
this is a clip.
Everything's
He's very
got to.
bored by us.
Yeah, I'm just. What is that face? It's yeah. Justin's doxing me.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'll show you, fake Star Wars fan.
Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully I come back. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Maybe if I. Do you guys think if I remove myself from the stream, it'll end the stream?
That's a good
Don't
question.
you have to make somebody else? I don't know how you do it, but I thought you had to make somebody else the.
Can you
broadcast.
turn off your camera and just put it back on?
Maybe that'll work.
Hmm.
The age old. Hey, here we are.
Did he leave?
Yeah, all right. He unplugged his camera. I don't know.
All right, guys, out of the basement, Zooboy and Fig.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Hey.
It worked. That was weird. That was so weird.
We were just
That's
going to
awesome.
go in with all without you.
Yeah.
Zooboy and Fig taking over.
Hey, it would have been fine. You know, we
Yeah.
would have been just fine. But well, I'm back. That was weird.
Thankfully.
So weird. And then the last major bullet point for the Yak rumors: long requested clones.
Now, who could this be?
Commander Neo.
The only ones I can think of that's long requested gotta be the Revenge of the Sith clones, Neo
Yeah.
Right.
and Bakara,
Yeah.
maybe a Gregor, but who else?
Ooh.
I don't know who else other than those three.
Thorn?
Who's long requested?
Maybe Thorn.
Could.
Yeah, I think Bakara would make the other thought in my head was Galactic Marines.
Yeah, Toby's saying that here.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
awesome.
think the way he was talking about it. It seemed to me that they were named clones.
Okay.
But if it was, Risk Llama is saying the 212th Airborne as well. If it is not a named clone, I think the 212th Airborne is probably the most likely.
I mean, the pieces already exist for the most
Right.
part. They literally new little piece here, new little strap here. Already got the helmet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you think that would include remakes of the older ones, or was it specifically said new?
He just specifically said long requested clones.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because
So could-
like obviously Fox and could use a new update. I mean, agree all the old goodies could.
Yeah. I would love a new updated.
Wolf, please.
Yeah. All the 2013 clone body figures. Let's get updates. I'm ready. I'm ready to throw those in the garbage.
Nate,
See,
can
that's
you highlight Corellian Collectibles comment?
Yes.
So the OT characters, I took that he was talking about TVC,
Mm,
but maybe it is Black Series.
that would be awesome.
Because the TVC, that stuff that we didn't write down, he said that there's more Rebels figures coming
Hmm.
and OT redos like the recent TVC Leia.
Which let's blow that up and give it to us in Black Series. I want the hard plastic.
Yep, Leia,
for-
Luke, Han all need redos from the original.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah, that's
Although-
literally what not Obi-Wan said.
a little sneak peek. But how about some soft plastic like his for
Yeah.
her?
Even that.
That's a
That
great
bound-
figure, Fig.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah, what's going on here?
There might be a Street Fighter figure that I got that I might show off a little bit later. 99 with his mop. Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
the long requested clone.
Yeah.
There it is.
With that, they would kill the face sculpt and it's all like sunk down.
Oh, he would look so good, but he would have to be a new sculpt. Could you imagine 100% new sculpt
Yeah,
clone
for
99? I mean, the cloners would go bonkers for that. 41st
Oh.
Elite Scout. I would love it. I'd love the 41st. Phase 1 Rex. That would be a great one. I'm down.
That is a long requested, right? People have wanted that for a while.
Yeah, I'm down for Phase 1 Rex. I would absolutely buy that.
Just please don't put any the weathering. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Now it's like I want a clean Rex on the new body. I don't want them to try to redo the one we have. Like make them.
Yeah, give us a clean one and solid blue lines. Don't chip the blue lines.
Yes.
Stop the chipping of the blue lines.
And blue that matches the new clones, not the Obi-Wan clones.
Yes.
What a sigh of relief that the 2-pack matches the old clones.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't decide to, since it's live action and it's the Kenobi version, so it's light blue. It's like, yeah, well, now it sticks out against every single other 501st.
Right.
I'm not an army builder, but I almost army built the 501st just because they're the 501st. And I'd love to have, like Zach has from Black Series Cantina, the steps. Love to have that. But then they come and they're that light blue, and I'm just like, I don't. That's not the 501st blue that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Hold the phone. We got the eyeball emoji in the chat from Jason himself. But now what's the eyeball emoji for? Phase 1 Rex?
I'm going to go with that.
Jason, blink twice if it's Phase 1 Rex.
Yeah. 2 eyeball emojis.
Jason confirms on this stream right now.
Confirmed. Yeah, no, that would be... I'm down for that. I'm absolutely down for that. But of course, I mean, it's no surprise. More clones are coming. The clones are selling like hotcakes. So, of course, Hasbro, they finally heard us. It took a few years, but they finally heard us. And they've started to just rifle them clones off for us. Not Obi-Wan says, you think they will release Endor, Rebel, and Galaxy packaging? And if they do, will it come with the same faceplates or new ones? I do think we'll see a Galaxy packaging release, but I think it will just be a 100% reissue.
Kind of strange that we haven't seen that. Or Luke or Vader, right? The 3 of them have not been in Galaxy yet.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Maybe it's the new package change. Maybe that's why.
Mm.
They're going to put up with that new one.
That is true.
They were so quick with R2. I guess because it's in Mando packaging. They had to get him out for the new media.
Yeah, right. Ooh, Phase 1 Rex Squad. Jesse kicks Tup and hard case. I'm down. And then 501st Fives and Echo.
I already have those. But
yeah, I was going to say I'd buy them. I'd like the official Hasbro versions, but they wouldn't be as exciting to me because I have the customs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So. On the 2023 body, though, that would make me...
Yeah, that's true. If it was the 2023 body, now we're talking.
Yeah. I'm assuming, Reno, we're probably all still going to call it Galaxy packaging. I mean, that's something that the fan base dubbed onto it
really?
itself.
Hasbro never called it that?
No, that was I honestly want to say maybe Lukeness came up with the idea of calling it Galaxy packaging. I forget who exactly it was, but that was totally like a fan dub thing. So
it just stuck. Yep.
Yeah, and of course we said Fives, so Lukeness appeared. But
it's like Pokemon, a random Lukeness appears.
Yeah,
Lukeness is a fellow long hair guy like me.
True. I used to have very long hair too back in the high school days. My hair was probably down to about right here on me.
Nice.
And then I cut it for a girl. Never cut your hair for a girl. I'll tell you that much now. Listen to me. And you guys know I like to keep my medium length hair as a mild tribute to when I used to have really long hair. Camino training gear with yellow face visors. That would be cool, but super deep cut. I feel like that's...
not gonna lie, I have no idea what you're talking about, so definitely a deep cut.
Yeah.
I forgot what season that is. I get my seasons in Clone Wars.
Justin had to explain to me who Thorn was in the Discord because I couldn't recall. I'm very bad with clones that have little screen time.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially like for someone like me, every time I watch the Clone Wars, I watch it in chronological order, not in season release order. So I never know what season anything happens.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, sometimes you watch a
'cause
couple episodes from season 1, then you have to jump to season 2, then you're jumping into season 3, then you're back to season 1.
Yeah.
Kind
Such
of
a
crazy that they aired it like that.
Yeah.
be amazing. I want a box set where like on the DVD or Blu-ray, it's how it's supposed to be. I don't want
Why
it.
isn't it that way on Disney Plus?
Well, that's how they made the seasons. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but you'd think they'd fix it.
Well,
didn't.
especially, because they have like those playlists on Disney Plus where it's like the best of Ahsoka, and it's like all the Ahsoka. So they could just make a playlist.
Chronological order, yeah.
Oh, it's the chronological order of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible. Also, thank you, Bo Calorian, for being a member for 5 months. Appreciate that.
Arthur, don't tell me that. I need this. I'm getting the gray. I can't lose it. I can't.
Enjoy the hair while. And this segment's brought to you by Keeps.
I'm with Arthur. I won't say anything, but basically, yeah, I'm growing the fireman tuck in my hair right here. Just to go away. I'm like, cool, shaved head and hats. Here I come. That's my life.
Well, you at least gotta embrace it. That's the main thing is embrace it. Don't hold on to the Captain Picard. There's only one man that could pull that off, and that was Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. Truth. And multiple roles. I mean,
that's true. That is true. Thanks, Catherine. Appreciate you being a member for 2 days. And Seth Nico said they just released a Cad Bane playlist on Disney Plus. So
is that just Clone Wars, or does that include Bad Batch?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
And doesn't
see all his episodes.
Yeah, I like those playlists, but
yeah,
I'd like it even more if they did a Clone Wars one.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But yeah, so that's pretty much the news, the rumors segment. Hour and a half into the stream, we got it all covered finally. But that's just how it goes. So, very briefly, I do want to talk about some modifications that was a commenter, Amazing Spider Mew. They comment on our videos every once in a while, but they commented on my Deluxe Chrysanthemum review, and basically they told me that on Chrysanthemum, the butterfly joints are actually just spacers, and they don't actually function as butterfly joints. So they removed them, and you're able to get more articulation out of Chrysanthemums. So I ended up doing the mod myself, and it worked great. And you could see here
so good.
The extra articulation that you get when you remove the spacers from Chrysanthemum. He can actually shoulder the rifle higher, get it up much more into a natural looking firing position. And these are the spacers right here. Just these little discs. So all you have to do to take them out is just heat the figure up a little bit, pop the arm off, take this off the joint, plug the arm back in, and you have a much better range of motion with Chrysanthemum. And some people are asking, oh, does it make it look gappy? But I think, with the armor in place, can't even tell the difference.
Yeah.
The armor definitely hides it, and you just get such a wider range out of that articulation point with the spacers removed. I mean, he can almost fully touch his face, like naturally.
It's crazy.
So I guess there's a lot of modern Black Series figures. I mean, look at that. Try and do that with a base Chrysanthemum. Try and get the arms this close together like this.
I would grab mine, but that's a potential huge figure fall.
I don't know much about action figure tech. So why is that not the default? Like, what is the point of having those spacers in there in the first place?
See, And I guess that's where my ignorance lies there as well, because I don't know. I and
Anyone know? Tell us.
they're like, it's hard to tell, but they're like little, they're sculpted around the rings to look like his fur.
Mhm.
So I would assume it must be something to make it look like less gappy.
But the armor is there, like you said.
Right. The armor totally hides it, and I don't think it looks any different. And so this is like a new articulation point that some more modern Black Series figures have. And figures like Marak, Balin, Hera, they all have this issue. So I also did it to my Marak here, took the spacers out. And again, can you even tell that I took the spacers out? But here, these are the spacers that are in Marak.
It's such a weird thing because I mean, right off the bat, everybody, including myself, and everybody thinks it's cool. They added butterfly articulation, like we want that. But then when you remove this spacer, it gives so much more. Like, why would you put that in the first place? It's weird.
Hasbro hates butterfly joints, confirmed.
Yeah.
At least the Black Series team, they're like,
Yeah.
we don't want them.
I like how the fact that it doesn't take away from the look. I mean, I'm okay with it like a little bit just because I prefer usually articulation more than sculpt. But just by looking at your BK there and Marok, I got to do that. I haven't done it yet, and I'm going to.
Yeah, and for Marak, since I had already spent so much time custom painting him, you know, he's all sealed up and everything like that, I was a little nervous and I wasn't going to do it on him. But before the stream, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try and pull the arms off, no heat. And the arms popped right out. So I was like, great. Worked out perfectly, because I don't know how well, you know, heat will react with like Mr. Super Clear or, you know, the paint that I put onto this figure. So I really didn't want to risk ruining it. But thankfully, the arms just pop right out for Marak. But you do have to heat Chrysanthemum. You can't just pull his arms out. But it is also ironic, you know, pulling the arms off of a Wookiee.
Right.
I like it. That's good to know about Marak because I did the same thing. I custom painted him, and because of the awful orange. So, yeah, I have a clear coat on him as well. So, I'm going to try that after the stream, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So,
yeah. Christopher Miller says spacers keep joints from getting loose. I suppose maybe I could see that.
So kind of like an O-ring on a nut and screw, same idea maybe.
Yeah, could be. But, you know, I don't know where my Kiki's is, but that's why you just buy Kiki's fixed loose joint. And then all your problems are solved.
I got to do that to my Clone Wars Obi-Wan. The leg is very loose. I got it like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Kiki's stuff, it works great. It really does. And you still maintain being able to move the joint. I don't know what it's made out of. It's magic. It's literally magic. I don't understand it, but it's so good. Hasbro loves nerfing butterfly joints, especially on Black Series figures and Marvel Legends too, because there's like I modded my Marvel Legends Black Panther because there's like an extra nub in the butterfly joint that doesn't need to be there, and if you snip it off, the butterflies are like, you could get his arms like all the way backwards. It's awesome.
That's crazy.
Genuinely think it's a pinching hazard. Do they really like check for like pinching hazards on figures?
Yes.
Marak's arms do just pop out. They do.
He was going to be the secret Build-A-Figure for the Ahsoka wave. That's why.
Oh, jeez.
No. Would Kiki's work for my classified Firefly torso? Yeah. Kiki's works for any loose joints. You like put it on the joint itself and you kind of work it in for a little bit and then you let it dry and then it tightens it up. But yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit of customizing because it's so easy to do, and especially for Chrysanthemum, you know, a lot of people's main complaints with the figure is I can't have him looking down the barrel of the gun. So just do a little heat and pop, take those spacers out, and Now he can. Very easily. Very easily. So, little PSA from your boy here. But again, thanks to Amazing Spider Mew for the tip.
Cool.
Nate equals helping. Yes. All right. So, you guys want to do some recent pickups, maybe?
All right.
Maybe? We're going
I
to.
have a lot, so I don't know if you want me to go last or first.
We'll do either or, but I'm going to play the recent pickups transition because I always
Yeah.
forget this thing exists. So we're going to hit hyperspeed and we're going to go to Jabba's palace.
Nice.
So here we go. And here we are in Jabba's palace. Can you believe it?
And Jabba is still behind Fig. You can see him.
Yep, you can see it. I specifically because Justin has 2 saved, one without the characters and one with the characters. I'm
Nice.
doing the characters.
You gotta have him.
Yeah.
We got it. But so I think the guests, you guys should go first. Whoever, you guys want to duke it out, Fig or Zoo Boy.
You have a lot, Fig?
3, 4, 5, like I don't know, 9, roughly 8 or 9.
All right, that's about what I have. So, up to you.
Go ahead. You go ahead, man.
All right, you want me to go? I'll go.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right.
Let me see here. There we go.
All right. So first off, got the first 2-pack. Not posed because, if I'm being honest, I didn't put the clones on my shelf yet. They're just clones. We got the mace.
Yeah.
Oh,
The 187th, right?
yep.
What it
Yep.
is. I really like this mace. I really want Plo like this
Yes.
with the bracers. I really like that.
Is your mace head loose on that one?
No, the head's not that loose, but it's just the torso. Like
Hmm.
I don't know if you could see it. Like it stops. I have to like move it around to get it back in there. Otherwise, it stops like that.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is.
weird.
It is weird, but it's all right. It does. It gets the job done. Then got the other clones.
Hey,
Got these bad boys. Like
That's
I
awesome.
said, I have another one of these because I got them at the original price. So if anybody needs it, you could buy it from me, but it is on stock at Target right now, so you could just go there for now.
get them with the cheaper shipping. So,
Right? Yeah.
like I won't
Then-
charge you as much.
Very
Oh,
happy
Oh.
with these.
yes,
They look great.
yes.
I really love the head on Anakin. He's
He looks so good. Mine, they both hit my pile of loot, so I clicked ship on that. So I should have them both sometime this week too.
You'll love it. And I've seen some wonky faces with Padme. I think mine looks pretty good here. I don't really have any problems.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, she looks decent. Yeah.
All right. So then, no, where did I put it? I can't. I knew. Oh, it's in here. That's why I forgot. Okay. I got the Marvel Legends Angel.
Oh,
I'm
those
very, very happy with this. The
those-
wings.
the wings, dude. Oh,
These
So cool.
I've collected quite a few figures over the years that had wings, but these are the best. Like, just look at that wingspan. It's crazy.
that's awesome.
Other than Professor X, he was the last version of my X-Men, last character that I really needed. So, just hoping for a new Professor X release.
Seriously, new Professor X.
Then, I don't know if you got this 2-pack, Nate. I'm a big fan of this. I did not think I would be. I got it not for this figure, but I really like this.
Ooh, I skipped out because I got the 3-pack.
I have the 3-pack as well, but I just prefer this. And I'm not a big cell shading guy, but
That
my
looks pretty
camera
cool.
is not good. But I hope you can see the
Yeah.
cell shading. It looks really well done.
Mm-hmm. My only issue is it's not on the gloves or the boots.
Yeah, that is
That's-
the problem. The boots look very plain, especially.
But you just get a little bit of black paint, and you can
Yep.
you could easily make it happen yourself. That comes with Hydro Man too, right?
Yes, and that's what I bought the 2-pack for. And I
See,
really like him.
and I don't have a Hydro Man. I didn't get the old one, and I'm like, I want that Hydro Man.
I love the effects and
Yeah,
translucent plastic.
Yeah,
that looks really cool.
that's so good.
I like it a lot. But surprisingly, I like the Daredevil more. And
Wow.
I didn't think I would.
That's crazy.
The last Marvel one I got is actually a Marvel Select, but it fits in scale with Marvel Legends.
Nice.
Crimson Dynamo.
Oh, nice.
I'm a big fan of this guy. He completes my Winter Guard, which I really wanted to build out. So that's nice. And he's a good figure. The biggest problem I have is this is about the highest arm articulation you get. Not even really a true 90.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Classic Select.
Yeah.
Right.
And people say that Hasbro should watch out when they make Star Wars figures.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, still waiting on that 5th Diamond Select.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Years? 3 years later?
Any day now, it's coming. Nice.
Then we got some McFarlane. We got this really good 2-pack. I really enjoyed this.
Oh,
cool.
Green Lantern.
I want Kilowog so bad.
I know you said you weren't gonna get this because you already have Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
But Nate, you're 30, right? And I'm 29.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our generation's Green Lantern, though.
I know.
And he looks so good.
He does. I'm hoping maybe there'll be a little discount in the future, something like that.
I'm sure that it's an Amazon exclusive. I'm sure that'll go down. Right.
Then that's kind of my thought at the moment is it seems like every McFarlane multi-pack so far goes on clearance when it's Amazon. So I'm like, maybe if it just gets a little cheaper, I'll do it.
I figured it's going to as well, but Kyle is my favorite. That outfit is really good. What just sucks is, I'm sure you know, the version that came out before this that was lime green.
Yeah.
I hunted that. I went to 6 Targets, never found it. I caved. I bought it on eBay for 40. And now there's this.
Yeah.
So that's
Todd.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean you want all your Green Lanterns to be the same shade of green?
That I guess I'm gonna try to sell that one now, but I can't imagine anyone would want that when this one is that but better.
Yeah, exactly.
But my last pickups are my favorite actually, and we got a bunch here. So I'll see how many I could hold in my hands. This is as much as I could hold, and then I'll get my other ones. Finally got the Dune figure.
Yes! Lisan Al-Gaib!
The thing is, I told Nate when they went on sale for 30, Nate immediately bought them. I didn't buy them, but I told Nate about it.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
It's funny you mentioned that because Justin also, same boat as you.
Yep.
So did you get the pack for around 50?
No, so here's the crazy thing. I had clipped a coupon for it in addition, because you know how you told me you did that as well, so you got even cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
I had clipped a coupon. I contacted Amazon support and I said, since I clipped the coupon, can you give me my original price? And they said, do you want $30? I'm like, what? They said, we can give you $30 towards the price of the set. I was like, okay. I wanted you to give me the $15 coupon, but I'll take 30. Sure. So I got the whole pack for $15 because they gave me $30 for no reason. I don't know why, but thank you, Amazon.
That's incredible. and it's a good set of figures.
Yes. I really like the soft goods. They're wired.
Yeah.
So you could move them around. And I'm very critical of Todd's likenesses. I think we all are. But when we get to these, you can see the likeness improved a lot. That's just perfect. And I did cave, and since I got the 4-pack and I had Gurney, I didn't want to do it, but I just had to have Rabin, his brother.
Yep.
So if anybody wants a Gurney for 20, I'll sell it to you. Contact me in the Discord. And then my last Dune figure is the Emperor.
Hell
Nate,
yeah.
you want to hit us with a Christopher Walken impression?
Paul, there's too much spice, baby.
Muad'Dib.
Muad'Dib.
I,
He calls himself Muad'Dib.
I
Little
love
desert.
that movie, but that hit, I just couldn't take him that character. That him casted as that, it
Yeah.
didn't work for me. But
I didn't have a problem personally, but I saw it with my brother and my parents. We all went, and they just said he's Christopher Walken to me. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, it was tough, but I was able to look past it.
It's such a small part. I mean, so.
Yeah, but it is crazy how like Fade Rotha and the Emperor, they both look pretty damn good for McFarlane. Especially Fade Rotha legit looks great.
I'll show the face off again. I was so impressed. It looks really, really good. Can I get him?
There. Yeah, that's crazy. That's great to see that. Like, maybe that's a sign of other of his stuff is getting more and more accurate, but we'll see.
It just bothers me that the likenesses are getting better now when I know we'll never get another Henry Cavill Superman. And the likeness for him is so bad.
I wanted that Henry Cavill so bad, but the likeness, I was just like, I can't do it. Yes. I can't do it.
Can I reach it? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it.
Yes. Live get it.
Yeah. It's crazy the soft goods on those Dune figures. Like, those are included for that price point. It's awesome.
I just knocked over my entire Batman and Robin wave getting it. But it's all right. But, yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
Who is this? It's not Henry Cavill.
It looks like a figure from like 2009.
Yeah. It's like generic. It was like a generic Superman head. It's not. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Did you see, Nate, that there's going to be a Christopher Reeve Superman coming?
Ooh, I did not. That's pretty dope.
I'm sure that likeness will be great.
Yeah.
So he's improving.
I'm personally excited for that Batman Forever wave. I was like,
Jim Carrey Riddler.
Oh, Jim Carrey Riddler. Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. Let's go. Let's go.
You got to assume that then we'll get a Michael Keaton wave since we never got a wave.
Mm-hmm.
But only way I see that happening is they got to pony up for Jack Nicholson's rights.
Yeah, which Todd is crazy enough. I feel like if someone out there is willing to do it, it's Todd. Great pickups, though.
I just saw Justin's comment. He said, someone say Lisan Al Gaib.
Yeah, of course, Justin appears when you say Dune.
We talk about Dune. Justin, could you highlight New Geo's comment? I mean, Justin. I just called you Justin. Nate.
New Geo, right here?
Yes, I just want to say, New Geo is my friend, does not care about action figure collecting. So, very funny that he's here when I'm here. Clearly watching.
Yeah.
But he wants to hear an impression. It's very bad, but tell me, Muad'Dib, who is this?
Yes.
Not good. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, that was good. That was good.
It's awesome. All I can do is go dirt, so I won't do that.
I think that's it. The only other thing that I wanted to show, it's not a recent pickup, but I wanted to show this on stream because Wookie Sin in the Discord, in the Discord probably know, he wanted to see if there's anything that any of us have that we put on our shelf that's not Black Series to like enhance the display. And a year or so ago, I bought these. Now, they were very expensive. They were $70 each. Insane that I bought these, but they look really good. I'll never spend anything like this again on that. But
oh yes,
a Loth Cat looks really good.
Bad
custom made. The guy made it for me, like so. I paid for his time, the materials, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's cool. But what was really cool, especially as a big Rebels fan,
oh
what?
Yes,
the Puffer Pig,
dude.
I love it so much. It's such a good little figure. I have it right next to my Rebels characters.
That's awesome.
So it was about $150 for the two of them, which is crazy. But I bought it right when I finished Rebels. I was riding the hype, and in hindsight, a little expensive, but
Yeah.
nothing else behind me is even close to that
But,
price. So
it all goes back to, like you said, you paid for someone to make it for you, paint it, put their
Right.
time into it. So, that's awesome. Those are really sick.
Yeah,
Yep.
those are rad.
All right. So we're going to switch over to Fig. You are now on the spot.
Right on. Well, this might be a little redundant, but hey, look at these guys.
we're all getting the
Yeah.
good stuff now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love both these figures. I was pro for it when they announced it. I know there was a lot of people were like, I don't know, because the old 2020, but to have that purple just looks so cool. And honestly, I love this mace. I mean, this right here, if I get really close, I don't know, the Jedi insignia on the gauntlet is just so rad.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, both great figures. The helmet on this guy, popped off. The face, I should say, looks pretty decent.
I'm not gonna lie, Fig. I completely forgot that was removable until you just did that. And I have the figure next to me.
Yeah. Sorry, my lighting's in camera, but yeah, they did. It looks a lot better than the Phase 2.
Yeah. It definitely
We got.
it does.
This speaking of Phase 2 Trooper, this
Nice.
is a Phase 2 Trooper, but it's not made by Hasbro. It's a little switch up here.
Uh-oh. Is that
And it's on the 2023 body, so that's cool.
is that an AliExpress joint right there?
I didn't
It
even know
is,
they
and-
did that on the 2023.
Yeah, they have two. They have the plain Phase 2, and then they did an ARF as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Dude, honestly, I mean, I can't really say because I guess I'm a fake Star Wars fan. My Hasbro Phase 2 is still stuck on PO on Big Bad. I never got one. And then now with this 2-pack coming out, I'm even thinking about just canceling it because I got 3 of those 2-packs on pre-order.
Mm.
And it doesn't have
Nate,
that
what do you
final
have? Like
box
6
set.
of those?
Yeah, I have 4 Phase 2 right now, and then I pre-ordered 2 more 2-packs, so I'll have 6. I'll have
Great.
6 total.
That's awesome.
Love
So,
that
like,
figure.
It was weird. It was at a point where, like, I was like, oh, I'll be able to get it. I just, like a lot of stuff, and I pre-ordered it pretty late in the game. Probably like maybe a week or 2 after it had already been on Big Bad and the other channels. Because I just put my pre-order in, and then everybody started getting theirs and waiting, and it's stuck there. So we'll see what happens if I
It's
get
so
it. But
weird how that happens. Sometimes, like, Nate, didn't you and Justin get Padme, or was it Anakin at different times? You're Ahsoka Padawan too, right? That never shipped.
Yeah,
from Big
my
Bad?
Ahsoka Padawan never shipped until literally the day Wilbon was like, "Hey, I've got an extra. I'll send it to you." And then they like heard that and they were like, "Ship it." Yeah,
that's proof that they watch the stream. Just saying.
I feel like that whole Clone Wars wave has been like a real pain in the ass for collectors to get, just in
There's
general.
been a few waves last year. Like, I should have realized at the time. I love my Malik figure; it's great. But I've been wanting to get one for my friend for his birthday, and I just can't. It's nowhere. You can't get a Malik now.
Yeah, I was very lucky. I got my roommate. I wanted to get my roommate Malik and Bastila together because he's a big KOTOR fan. But Malik's gone, and so is Bastila. But luckily, my local toy store had a Bastila, so I was at least able to secure a Bastila. But
yeah, I secured one from Big Bad Toy Store. It's in my pile of loot now. Because like you, I was gonna get him Malik and Bastila, and Bastila is sold out now on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yep.
And Malik, it says the pre-order is sold out. I don't know if they'll get more, but with Maroc and a few other figures that Entertainment Earth has been canceling recently, I gotta assume that the Malik, there's not going to be a restock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
might have to go hunting on eBay for that. That gift.
I mean, classic KOTOR figures. They come and go. I mean, Revan was instantly gone immediately. I'm sure obviously Malgus is Old Republic, but I'm sure Malgus is going to be like that eventually too.
Yep.
Yeah, Malgus actually had a stint where he was, I think, everywhere out of stock for like a couple weeks, and then maybe a week, and then Pulse and Big Bat, or did Big Bat get him again? I don't know. Pulse had him up, and he might even still be up on Pulse at the moment.
That's so strange for me when there are things, and this happens, Nate knows, with McFarlane a lot, where things will go out of stock. People will be buying them for like 100 plus on eBay, and then they'll come back. The Batmobile is a perfect example. I'm sure you saw, Nate, when you didn't get it, people were spending hundreds of dollars. It's sitting at Amazon for $65 right now.
It's on sale. I was like, what? I'm so glad that I didn't let the FOMO take over my brain for that set. I would have been pissed.
I can't imagine spending hundreds on that. I just gotta hope that there were scalpers that did that are now shit out of luck.
Yes, I hope so. I seriously hope so. They deserve it too. They deserve it. What else you got, Fig?
So I'm gonna. Well, I'll do one more Star Wars, then I'll circle back to. I have a pretty cool Star Wars figure I'm gonna show at the very end because it's worthy of that. But I showed this off a little earlier. It's the Mayfax Mandalorian.
I just love the effects, like the whistling birds.
Yeah, and they're compared to like I have a couple of the SHF. Yeah, and it's like no, don't hit me. This is so good. The proportions are way better. I have some of the SHF older ones, and while it looks cool, they're so wonky and janky. Like this will fall off on my older SHF. This thing's pretty solid. I mean, as long as you don't treat it like a Tonka toy, you're gonna be all right. Posability's really smooth. It hits all those points. I really like how they made the. I don't know if you can see it, but like his thighs are a little thicker, more padding, kind of like how his suit is. It's just a great figure, and I know the Black Series Glavis Ring World is amazing on its own. You got to consider the price difference, but all the accessories I haven't put away. His plasma rifle, the vibro knife, the detail on it. This dark saber looks the best out of all the ones I own.
Yeah, it looks great.
Well done. So all the accessories you're getting are like the best in 1/12 scale, in my opinion.
That's what made me, when I saw Landspeeder Luke's review and he was just showing them all, I'm like, this could be different than my Glavis Ring World.
Yeah.
Different display.
Well, I don't know. A helmet that has the flashlight on it and the facial scope is pretty dang good too. So
I don't know if you have it easily accessible. If you don't worry about it. But do you have the unmasked head sculpt that you could, or you have a?
I don't think I'll be able to get it right now. If I do, that's going to cause a like. So I got rid of a majority of almost all my Black Series boxes. GI Joe boxes are gone, and yet I still have a closet full of boxes, and like half of those are not open. But like my import boxes and stuff, I keep. So, anyways,
I don't have, as Mr. Coffee will say, I don't have any import Star Wars figures, but I have like the Indiana Jones and I have a Spike Spiegel. I keep the boxes for those. I don't throw away those. So I see what you mean. And Nate, I'm pretty sure you do too. I keep all my NECA boxes. Yep.
I still have not been able to let go of NECA, and I keep all my import boxes too.
You know what's an easy toss? The McFarlane. They're so big and annoying. Just easy rip into that, throw it out.
I even throw away the little peg stands.
Really?
The McFarlane boxes. I take
have a whole bag just to the stands.
I amassed so many when I first started collecting Multiverse, and I don't use them. I legit just do not use them.
Without it, you don't really need them.
Yeah, so literally, I'll take the trading card out, and then I'll just pitch the rest of the box.
What do you do with the cards?
They sit on my desk.
Yeah, I have them. I have them in a little. Oh, you got that? I was going to ask you. Yeah.
Look at that.
You're lucky, Nate. Look at me.
Oh, wait, those are This is a rare thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course you get it. I just got the basic.
Wow, I didn't know that. I just assumed this was just the card. I was like, well, that's cool and different for Chani.
Yeah,
Is it like
it's
holographic? Or?
you get it's a piece of her costume. They said.
Oh,
Yeah. And it
wow,
So-
cool.
and you can't see it on camera, but it's got a little sparkle to it.
I wonder because Justin didn't open his yet, right? He's waiting for next stream.
Yeah, he hasn't opened it.
So I wonder if he'll be lucky like you or unlucky like me.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a chance of a variant.
If
That's
you
pretty rad.
if you get it and Justin doesn't, it's confirmed. You always get the good stuff, Nate.
It's because I've been supporting McFarlane since day one. I was on board when the DC multiverse figures were real bad.
Yeah,
When
same.
the line was 90% Batman,
Yeah.
more than that probably.
You're like, it's a whole wave of Batman, guys. And guess what the next wave is? It's Batman.
What I was for like that first couple months they came out, I had actually a whole shelf of them, and but I just got a point where I had to make a sacrifice. Same with my Warhammer stuff and my Spawn from him, which I still have very few of that, but I had to stop because I have too many other stuff I collect. But
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have gone so hard in the line in the early days because now they're making all the stuff that I really want,
Right.
but I don't have any room for it.
it's
I'm just like, what the hell? I wish they could have just led with this good stuff, but
It's weird because I do think like the Angel that I showed off when Marvel Legends kills it, they kill it. Like the Scarlet Spider we were talking about earlier. But I almost want to say that I feel like when I collect McFarlane, I know exactly what I'm getting, so I'm rarely disappointed. But like I recently got a 2-pack of I think it was Morbius and 6-armed Spider-Man. I don't know if you've seen that. And those are not good figures. They're really bad. And I opened it and I was like, this is I got it last year. I'm like, this in 2023, it's not, I don't really think this is acceptable. So while Marvel Legends and Hasbro in general, I think has higher heights for sure. When I get a McFarlane, because I know what I'm getting, I'm happy. And I'm a huge DC fan, so the line is meant for people like me.
Yep.
Like I'm go hard on the line. Anytime there's a new classic character, I mean, me, Nate, and Dill in the Discord, we're always going with the classic DC characters. But if they get that, they got me. So it sucks their practices. I hate the chases. Now they're doing character chases, which is insane.
Yeah, Superman Red being a chase, I was like, I'm gonna end it. I just wanted to rip my McFarlane collection off the wall.
And I know they're not exciting, but that chase wave that was announced of Sportsmaster, Daniel West Reverse Flash, and who was the third one? Oh, the Manhunter.
Yeah, Manhunter.
Manhunter is cool. He's an army builder, but he's a chase. An army builder chase? You can't do that.
Yeah, and Blackfire.
Yeah, Blackfire too. And I want a Blackfire so bad, but I barely was able to get a pre-order in for Starfire. She was sold out everywhere except GameStop when I went to go pre-order her.
Yep, I missed Starfire completely. I was asleep at the wheel, so oh well.
They did say that they're coming back.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand why McFarlane does that. It'll sell out, and then in a week they'll say, "Okay, we got more stock." I don't know why they can't just put more stock in the first run.
Right. Yeah, it was the same thing to get that freaking Azrael Batman too. Like what a nightmare trying to get a pre-order for that. I ended up getting a pre-order on GameStop. But I'm secretly hoping I get the blue chase.
Yes,
I'm like, blue chase, baby. Right. I was like, the blue.
Who wants the red over the blue?
The blue's the chase. That completely like blew me away. I was just like, what is Todd thinking? Anyways,
I think real quick, I just want to say I think Todd legitimately thinks that like this is what we want. Like people like the chase because I think he does because he talks about like when he made the company in the 90s and stuff. It's like like trading cards. He likes the variant. He likes the hunt.
Yeah.
The problem is if you live in an area like mine, my stores have nothing ever. So there's no hunt. It's an eBay exclusive, basically.
Yeah. And even for me, like, I have pretty good luck with the chases and stuff, but when it comes to like the super, super desirable chases, I rarely ever see them. And I think a big problem for me is there's a lot of mom and pop toy stores around my area.
Yeah, they'll snag it.
and I know for a fact that they snag all that shit off the pegs because then randomly it's at their shop. Oh, hey guys, just got a new shipment out of nowhere. I'm like, sure you did. Sure you did.
Did they raise the price because they're platinums?
Yep. Oh yeah. The local store that does it often, they usually charge around 40 for the platinums.
Oof.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna say, I think I forgot because I have a whole tray for all my accessories, but it's like maxed out. I think I might have actually put my Mayfix Mando stuff with my Boba Fett SHF stuff. So if I can find the head, I'll show you real quick.
All right.
cool. All right. Let's see. We'll go right here. Yeah. Todd does, but he doesn't get distribution. Yeah, exactly. You got a shipment of Target exclusives. Or like anytime anything like super desirable hits Ollie's or Ross, mystically the guy's got it in stock at his store.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. Sure you just got it.
Yeah. So here's the Pedro head. I think it looks really good.
Much better than the Black Series, especially.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah.
that looks good.
See, I want to say because it's so much better than the Black Series, I feel like if I do get the Mayfix, I'll display him like without that holding Grogu, like end of season 2.
Mm.
I can see that. I put that on my SHF IG 11. I
Oh,
put the Grogu bag.
nice.
Like, it's perfect. Yeah. And then here's the helmet with the flashlight. It's just that little
yeah, that's
Crazy
awesome.
that they did a new thing just for that.
right.
So awesome though.
I probably should rattle these off, which is great. This is awesome because the conversation is always
Oh yeah,
going.
of course.
So this is non-Star Wars stuff. I think Nate's seen these, and I'm kind of promoting this line because I love it. And they just D Amazing on his channel just reviewed the Storm Shadow from Mezco, and oh man, I can't wait. But this is the Mezco Roadblock.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Those 1/12 Joes are so dope.
They are the articulations for being a Mezco is like a little better than some of the older ones I have, which is nice. And of course, you got
You can get the hammer over the shoulder pose.
yeah, and that doesn't come with this figure, but it's from a Mezco weapon pack I got a few years back, and I just was like Roadblock with a sledgehammer, got it. But he comes with like the accessories. I actually have some of his accessories on a G.I. Joe Roadblock, and it's this freaking awesome big old, I think it's like an M51 in the backpack.
Perfect.
Yeah, so like you can just deck out your dudes, and that's one of the reasons I like the line. And then like this is probably my figure of the year that I personally own so far. It's the Mezco Snake Eyes.
Oh, that's great.
Hand rub.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I added like a third party like ninja scarf because it's Snake Eyes. I had to.
Right.
But yeah, I have some pictures of them up on IG and stuff, and they're awesome. And he even comes with a wolf, which is super detailed. I was like,
look at that articulation.
Do you have a classified one too?
I do have the classified one, and
you know the scale of the wolf of Timber.
This is bigger. He's bigger. Here is the classified one. Don't fall anybody, sweet. So you can see the.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
like he's bigger because like that would be. Yeah, it's kind of side by side.
Nice.
Looks so good though.
Yeah, the Mezco did a really good job, and honestly, I actually like Hasbro's a little better. I'll say it.
Really?
Whoa!
Yeah, it has better articulation. It has a little more. The paint on this guy is definitely better, but like I don't know the face. Something about the face, I just like it a little better on Hasbro's.
Does the Mezco also come with alternate heads? Because I know the other one does as well.
Yeah, it does. It comes with he has the growl face on, and it comes with just a standard like flank look as well, just like Hasbro's. But I mean the big thing is the Snake Eyes figures. That's just like an added bonus. So I was like, cool. I do like it's a little bigger because wolves, typically are bigger. And then being that and myself, I am a metalhead. When I was a kid, I loved this character. He's so ridiculous in the show. But his name is Metalhead. And he just comes with rockets on the sides. It's so over the top. And, comes with an interchangeable head without the glasses. Actually, it's like a hairpiece, which works really well. And then he comes with like a full-on metal helmet. Looks like maybe a member of GWAR.
That's awesome.
And then
does he have a mullet?
He does. It's kind of, yeah. It's
That's awesome.
Yeah, in the show, in the original show he's from, he did as well. So I like how they kept that going. And then Ryu from Jada Toys.
Such a great figure.
It's so much fun to pose. Like the fluidity, it's very simple. It hits like Hasbro poses, but I mean you can just get him in like pretty quick. You can get him in some pretty cool like jump kick poses.
Yep. Pinless.
And
I'm
something
not the biggest Street Fighter fan. I'm more Mortal Kombat guy. But I had to get that. I have Ryu and I have Chun-Li on my video game shelf. They look so good, the two of them.
So it comes with interchangeable hands. I know Nate talked about him when you first got him, I think on the stream at that point in time. But yeah, interchangeable head, 2 heads. He comes with the Hadouken effect for the price. And something that I'd like to talk about, you can't really tell on camera, but his gi is like this super malleable, soft plastic. It like gets out of the way, almost like a soft goods would, but you maintain all the detail. And I love that. And I'm like, something like this on Jedi robes, especially after like the latest Obi-Wans we've got, where it looks so cool, but it hinders articulation. Yeah. I wish they would use, if they're going to do that with highly detailed stuff, use something like that. But
I forget too, because it's been a while since I bought that. Was it 25 or 20?
I got mine for 20, but it was on discount. And then, but typically they're 25.
That's still very good for the price.
Yep.
Yeah, $25. And then I don't want to give away anything, but there's an M Bison coming out that I think Dill in the Discord threw up a couple pics earlier today. That looks phenomenal. M Bison was like the guy I actually learned how to play the game with. Then I transitioned to more difficult characters like Ryu and Ken. But and then the movie, like Raul Julia's M Bison is so epic to me.
Yeah.
But
for me, it was a Tuesday.
I was waiting for you to say it, Nate. Waiting for your impression.
Love Raul Julia.
But definitely not least, I had to show this guy off. I was a little hesitant because I had to take him out of his case, if that gives you a indication of where this is going.
In a case?
Yeah, in a display case that's totally enclosed because...
Oh, I know where this is going.
Here we go.
Here is...
I
wish I had better lighting at the moment, but this is his helmet. I have him displayed without this because it is my only Vader in this scale. Highly detailed, and I have to have his original mask. But it is like I don't think pictures do it justice. Obviously, the Black Series 1 is amazing, but like in SH Figure Arts, but this is on a whole other level. This actually pops off.
That's so dope.
Wow.
I mean, even like the shadows that your light is creating is making the sculpt look so good.
Yeah. And his eyeball, if you look back here, you can adjust his eyeball.
Adjustable eyeballs.
I know, which I have a few, like I don't do it because I'm like, it's like one of those things, if you get it in a bad spot and you just can't get it, it's going to look horrible. So I don't mess with them personally, but for people who are, I guess, more used to it or more skilled with posing them and stuff, it's a very cool option, right? More options, the better in that.
Yep.
I'll have to leave that off because it is a little tricky to put back on. One of my favorite features, I have this with my Clone Wars Anakin and Rex as well, is they come with these little holograms.
Oh, that's really cool.
This is the Inquisitor.
Nice. Grand Inquisitor?
Grand Inquisitor, yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, this is from the Vader show, so that's what they're catered to. But like, in my opinion, or just like that show, the parts of Vader are, to me as a Vader fan, or like I loved it. Those parts.
Even people I know that despise that show like the Vader parts. I can't
Yeah.
imagine not liking the Vader parts.
Yeah, that's me. And then this is his damaged chest piece to go with it. You can
Awesome.
interchange that. And then I guess the best part of it would be this dude right here.
Oh,
Looks so good.
Yeah, and I just have
yes.
him in a very, very basic pose. Let me get his. And this guy has the first one I've ever owned with a really cool light up feature. You can kind of see a wire right here. Basically, he has like a battery pack, and there's 4 plugins from his saber, from his helmet, and from his chest piece that go into this pack, which I have pinned on the back of him, and everything lights up. And I'm gonna plug that in for you guys. It's just a HDMI cable.
Nice.
And I have a little battery pack. I'm gonna try to.
Get him lit up.
Yeah, you got it. See if that came on. Yeah, he is.
There we go.
It's freaking cool.
And it's really storming outside here.
Yeah. So again, the camera doesn't do it justice, but like in the dark or low lighting, it lights up really well. The sabers could be better, but overall, the fact that it's not in their arm anymore, which is like the most god awful thing to change when it's a $300 figure and they don't come off with ease at all. Like I'm so glad this method is way better.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have any Hot Toys, but that really tempts me.
Dude.
And I don't know if you guys have seen it looks like they're making a Revan.
Yeah.
And
I
I think that's going to get me.
I think Revan might also be my breaking point. I saw that little image they released and I was like, Darth Revan?
Oh, you know he's going to just look amazing, so.
Real quick, I'm going to Justin bingo card. I got to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right. But that was it for my pickups. Like I don't collect a lot of Hot Toys, and I'm not going to. I love them, but as much as I praise this, and he's amazing, I will much rather pose a 1/12 scale figure arts or Black Series figures than this amazing piece because they're just different. I don't know how to work. They handle different. The articulation is similar, but it's also different. They're very great display pieces on the shelf. Get them in a pose. Don't do anything too crazy because, in my opinion, you're spending so much money. It's like you don't want to risk any type of potential damage to the goods. I rarely pose them. I've done a few pictures with them, and I love them for that. But it's just, I would have to, if I switch to this, all this has to go. And I've been collecting this for over a decade. This is relatively new. Long story short, probably the only other Hot Toy I'm going to get is that Clone Wars Obi-Wan to go with my Clone Wars Anakin. And then that's going to be it for me, unless I get Darth Revan. And then I keep on doing stuff.
They're making a Lord Starkiller too, it looks like, as well.
Yeah.
That looks good too.
I really wanted my heroes and villains that to me are like my favorite, and I just want to stop there. And that's why I basically got Mando Season 2 Luke / Jedi Luke in Hot Toys. I got this Vader to have those two, and then I have Clone Wars. I wanted Revenge of the Sith, but who knows if we're ever going to get remakes, and the originals are ridiculous. So I got Clone Wars Anakin. I got Obi-Wan on pre-order. And then the other 3 Hot Toys I have the Beskar Mandalorian and then his Season 1, Episode 1 look as well. It was kind of an impulse buy on both those. And that got me into them. And then I got Captain Rex because I got a huge discount. I got him for like $150.
Wow.
So I had to. But
oh, yeah.
I'm stopping there. But if you're going to get like, all of us have our favorite Star Wars characters, I recommend getting like a Hot Toy of that. You have one character or a couple where you're just like, I love this character and I collect all the stuff. This Vader is rad.
That's me with basically Revan, but also Vader. Vader and Revan, I always go back and forth, or Anakin and Revan, I guess.
Yeah.
I like everything, like from Anakin all the way to Vader. The two of them, I go back and forth over what's my favorite character in Star Wars. But if I got Hot Toys, it would just be that because the money is obviously a big thing, but also for someone like us who collect so much stuff, it's a space issue too.
Oh yeah.
They're just too big. You
Yep.
can't collect. I got Detolfs recently to display my statues because when I was a teenager, I got a lot of statues. So I have some older statues, a lot from video games and stuff.
Mhm.
And when I moved here, I'm unpacking everything and I'm like, because I have all this behind me, I'm like, I don't have much space for a lot of my statues. So I'm trying to sell some because it's just when you collect lines that go on for years and years and years, it's just not enough room.
Yep.
You'd have to
Right.
buy a house for your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that, and I don't know if I can do it from here. Let's see if my camera, you can see him up there.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Those are all the ones you have?
My everyone except my Beskar Mando is over here with the helmet. I just took out like everybody. Pardon the blind, but yeah, he's right there.
Look at the flying snow speeder.
Yeah. That thing actually this whole stream, because I have my fan on, it's kind of been just
I know, I've been noticing it. I'm like, is that
Yeah.
the snow speeder?
Every once in a while, I just saw it like coming around.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's so great.
yeah, I'm like, I didn't intentionally plan that, but here we are and it works. So
It's
But,
funny. Every time, because that was moving as well, when I see Jabba move, I'm like, does Fig have a dog? Like, and then I realized it's Jabba.
oh yeah.
The animated Java, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it for my recent pickups. I
Nice.
have so much more coming, like most of us, and
Yeah.
It's
We're
like
glad I
Nate,
got the
Nate
shirt.
said on Figure It Out. Everything seems to be hitting now from a bunch of lines all at once when there was like nothing for the first
Mhm.
3 months of the year, basically. Because
Dude.
even before the stuff that I showed on my recent pickups, there was that retro Spider-Man wave with Scarlet Spider and Jack-O-Lantern.
Yep.
And there was the X-Men 97 wave.
And now that X-Men 97 is a great show, I'm like, buy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Immediately after the first couple episodes, I went to Big Bad and I was like, add to cart, pre-order. Because originally I was like, I'm just getting Wolverine. I'm
See?
just getting Cyclops. I'll be fine. Now I've got Magneto coming, Jean Grey coming, Nightcrawler on pre-order. The only one I'm having trouble is Goblin Queen.
I know people are pissed because it's not her comic accurate, and it's not even accurate to the show now that we saw.
She
But
not
I-
sexy lady.
I love the figure.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love the Goblin Queen figure.
Yeah.
It's everything I wanted, and I'm a big fan of her as a character. But I don't really care that it's not that outfit. She looks like Goblin Queen to me. It's
Yeah,
good enough.
I feel like it's close enough, and we also have to remember, like, they're not gonna make a super sexy
Right.
female character. It's just not going to happen.
yeah.
But
That show is, I mean, because I love the original show. So, like, if you go back, in my opinion, if you can, go back to that, like, obviously it's very, I
yeah,
guess nowadays be cringe-esque in a lot of things, but like if you like that original show and you like X-Men, 97 is doing it justice, man, in my opinion. I love that show. So good.
I saw a great review where just the title of the review, it said X-Men 97 is what we all remember the original series being.
yeah,
That it's like we have such fond memories, but then it's like you go back and it doesn't 100% hold up, but it's like X-Men 97 is just legitimately very good.
yeah. And it's not. I love that it obviously like a kid could watch it, but it is very obviously not like kid oriented. So
Yeah.
I just love it. It's like, wow, it's this is made for me. This is made for me. And the fact that it's just so good, I was just so happy. But
Look what happens when Justin's not on stream. We're talking about Marvel TV shows.
that's
Yeah,
right.
no.
Could never.
Yeah.
All right, so let me jump. I'll run through my recent pickups real quick, and then we could talk Tales of the Empire, Bad Batch, and then wrap it up. So first things first, everyone's getting them.
Nice. The double.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
You got more, Nate?
Hold on.
Jeez.
The triple. The triple. I knew I wanted to army build this set, so I didn't want to risk it. I'm like, I don't want to risk it selling out, so I'm just gonna buy as many as I want right now. So
And you didn't get the original price, right?
Nope. These are all
And you're
45ers,
still
baby.
like, let's go.
Let's go. So, review of this set's dropping tomorrow for anyone that's curious. But yeah, love the phase ones, and it's just crazy to me. I don't have the 2020 near me, but what is insane is the difference between these versus the 2020 version. It's like night and day. And I really, really dig this set.
And I liked that figure a lot, and now it's like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
It looks bad now. Like when I put them side by side in the review, I was like, oh no, I kind of think this looks terrible. Like,
I'm so glad to hear that in the sense that I never got the original. So yeah,
it would definitely massive improvement. Got a clearance pickup here, boys.
Ooh.
what you got?
$4.50.
What?
Wow.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Really just bought it for a spare puck. I'm sure that will come in handy.
With Landspeeder Luke's 3D printed thing now.
Exactly. And I was also like, I'm going to do my part, clear the shelf a little bit. And $4.50, I was like...
And now you can review it. It's for the channel.
Probably not going to do that, but yeah, Bo-Katan, Target exclusive, $4.50.
See,
what was the retail on that? Was that a 35 one or was that a 28 or 34? I mean,
I almost want to say it was a 34.
Insane.
It was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, even 28 is hard to swallow. Like I did it for Han Solo because it's Han Solo, but I did also pre-order Vader though. Vader's a must.
Yeah, it's funny how I went, how the Holocom line went, because I was like, Han Solo, I'll put a pre-order on that. Then I canceled it. Then Maul was announced, and I'm like, oh, Maul will be the one Holocom. And then Vader was announced, and it's like, that's the one. And I locked a pre-order in on that.
Yeah, Vader's going to be legit. Speaking of Target figures, my one and only Holothon pickup. Oh, baby. We got the ultimate blood bear feral predator from Prey. This is part of Target's Holothon. This is from NECA. And it's partially translucent and bloody.
Nice.
I love Prey. Great Predator movie. And when I saw this figure, I love translucent plastic. I'm a sucker for it. And I was on the hunt for this for a hot minute. Luckily, my local Target had one left. All the turtle stuff wiped away, but yeah, I needed this one.
That's my first time seeing it, and it looks really good.
It does.
I love the sleeve on that. That's so cool.
It's really great because like the top of the figure, it's like solid blood coloring, just like in the movie, like totally doused in blood. And then as it goes down, it goes into more of a transparent look, and it's awesome.
Do you regret having the original Prey Predator, or you like having both?
I like having both. I don't have many of my Predators on display anymore, unfortunately, but I was actually pretty serious into the Predator collecting from NECA, like going crazy, getting all the Predator 2 Predators, classic Jungle Hunter, all that kind of stuff. But now I don't really have the space for them, and they're really fragile too.
Yeah.
So they take shelf dives, the wrist gauntlets break, the spears break. So I'm just like, they're all in their boxes.
That's my problem. I have room for one Predator, which I'm displaying the Feral Predator right now. Mm-hmm. But I have my Jungle Hunter and my City Hunter packed away. Yep. I kind of want to make room for them. And in my pile of loot that's shipping tomorrow, I have the Xenomorph Queen. And I know she's huge. I don't know where I'm putting her when she comes.
You are going to have to put her on the floor. Justin has the Queen. So fragile. Like if you breathe on it wrong, something's going to break. Yeah, his took a shelf dive and like literally shattered.
Wow.
Whoa.
And it was like a low shelf too. Just completely obliterated.
I don't know if it was you or Justin that have the thing creature dog?
I do. I have the dog.
That's in my pile of loot too, and I heard that's very hard to put together.
I haven't opened it yet because I'm specifically intimidated by it.
Oh jeez.
I recently put together the Frankenstein accessory set, and I was like so close to being like, I'm done. I can't do it. I
I'm
can't
with
do
you.
it.
I have that. I tried. I was like, this is too difficult for me right now.
Yeah.
I still have it in my box. I gotta do that too.
I toughed it out and got it put together, but dude, even the instructions are just not clear. It's like, yeah, just plug this shit into that, and then plug this into that.
That's the worst.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like the Thing Dog is in the same boat where it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, just plug it in, dummy. And it's like, no, this isn't plugging in.
And I'll be so nervous with NECA that I gotta heat it up. I'm gonna
Yep.
snap it or something.
Oh yeah, I can't tell you how many NECA accessories I've snapped,
That's
broken.
the worst feeling when you open a figure and you break it immediately. That's happened to me a couple times.
And it's like people like us, like we know to be gentle with them, and still even being
Right.
gentle with them, they break.
Yep.
So Fig, you're gonna love some. I got some mythics. Brother. From the in stock sale that they
Nice.
did. It took forever for these to ship. But I
Was it
got
like a year or something.
well, the in stock sale this year was at the beginning of February, and I just got these this
Okay.
week. I am actually 2 years deep on some mythic pre-orders right now. 2 years deep.
I believe it.
But I got Waltor,
Oh,
which is just a badass deluxe skeleton figure.
I love the helmet on him. That's so badass.
And then I also got the Cosmic Legions Waltor, but I swapped the spare pumpkin head from the Headless Horseman onto it. Because I was just like, this just makes sense to me in my mind. I'm like, orange space guy, put the helmet on him. He also comes with a skull, so you can make him a skeleton, but he's got this badass shield.
The
Tons of great accessories. I love the mythic. I love the Cosmic Legion figures a lot. Really great details on this guy. Really fun articulation too. And just like we always talk about with mythics, you know, you could just part swap anything.
Yeah.
You could literally part swap anything onto anything.
I
So
love seeing Mike Case do that with all his different ones he has.
it's so much fun. I mean, for me, it's like part of the draw of the line. It's like, oh, you
Yeah.
could literally just mix and match and make your own stuff. So when I saw there was going to be an orange suit like this, I was like, I got the best plan for it. Now, of course, the oranges don't exactly match, but you know,
Good
it's my collection and it's fun.
Exactly.
So last pickup, just got this on Friday. Walked into my local Target.
Man,
M. Bison staring at me on the shelf.
can't wait to get him.
I'm not the biggest Street Fighter guy. I'm definitely more Street Fighter than Mortal Kombat. But just with a limited shelf, limited display, I want to go crazy with the Street Fighter figures, but I know I just can't because I don't love it enough to go crazy with them. But just the quality, the price. So I have Ryu, and I was like, well, need the bad guy. So Bison will be probably my last Street Fighter pickup.
So you don't have Chun-Li?
I don't have Chun-Li. She looks great. I would love to have her, but I just space. It's the space issue for me.
Yeah, I have Ryu and Chun-Li, like I said before. If I got a third, it would be M. Bison,
Mhm.
but I'm holding off for now. But he does look really good.
I think I assume I know they're going to, but I'll probably get Vega because Vega,
Yeah.
just as a little kid, I was like, he like Wolverine with a mask. with the you know the one claw hand. So just for pure nostalgia purposes, I'll probably pick that up. But what really drew me to Bison was he's got a wired cape. Again, I don't understand how McFarlane and Jada, how they are putting wired soft goods into their figures for no extra cost.
Right?
Like, I mean, of course, I'm sure it has something to do with the licensing. Street Fighter's probably a much cheaper license than something like Star Wars. Same thing with Dune, you know.
Well,
But-
DC too.
Well, yeah,
With
DC. That's true.
Batman and Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the Superman, the what was it from the Crisis Wave? That has a wired cape.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. This box is a nightmare. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm trying to get this open.
Yeah, they're not the.
I kept my box for Ryu because I really like the arcade machine box.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a clever packaging.
Yeah,
And I think-
it has like the health bar on it and stuff. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I think if push comes to shove for these figures, I might mix them in with my Marvel display and just do a little, Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Right now, I have them posed with what the hell is his name? The main character in Tekken. I can't think of his name,
Oh,
but
no idea.
I got him and I got Heihachi just so I could have 2 Street Fighter versus 2 Tekken. So I have them displayed fighting each other like that.
I almost got a King Tekken figure.
There you
Wow,
go.
okay.
Thank you, Denkchaz, Jin, Kazuya. Sorry, Fig, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good. I was just saying, I played the original couple 2 or 3, 1 through 3 Tekken on the PS1 and PS2 days. I played those a lot. I almost wanted to get the King figure when they announced it, but I just can't. I can't go that far deep. I didn't play it enough to have a figure connection.
See, that's why it's fun though. I think Nate is the king of that, and I love that. I like to just dabble, just a
Yep.
little.
Yeah.
Just take a little-
I love dipping my toes. Like it is, because I'm just a fan of action figures. Like at the end of the day, I just love action figures. I love things that have unique engineering, things that are different. Like it's just
man.
one of the most fun parts of collecting. But yeah, as you can see, wired cape here, boys.
Jeez. That's so freaking awesome.
Let me hit a quick one for you.
Yeah. I could tell, like, just look at that, just right off the bat. It looks so cool.
I love it.
Freaking dope.
Like I said,
Well,
if I get a
okay.
third, it's definitely that one. It's really tempting.
Yep. Feels really smooth already. Butterfly joints. The shoulder pads are O-ring.
Oh, cool.
So they move independently. He also has alt shoulder pads if you want to go no cape.
Wow.
He also has the grimacing face and then 2 grippy hands. So and a blast effect. He also has that blast effect. Let's get that out. Let's get that out.
Joseph, to answer your question, M Bison is 25.
Yep, $25. Which for 6 accessories and a wired cape, deal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you found it in store, right, Nate?
Yep.
Yeah,
It-
that's so cool.
Dulcim was there too, and so was Ken. They had all of that wave, but
That's the full wave, right? The 3.
yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was just really surprised because when Wave 1 was first coming out, I could not find them for the life of me. I ended up having to get Ryu offline, but so I was really shocked when I just walked in and hey, there they all are. But yeah, just sticking with Bison for now.
That's
I'll probably get Vega, but yeah, once I saw Jay Hernandez post that this had a wired cape, I was like, sold, sold.
Yeah, I didn't even know it had one until you were just showing now, and I want to get it.
Yep, like $25 for a wired cape. That's how much a wired cape costs by itself.
That's another reason why the Dune figures I felt were such a good value. Even if the likenesses, like some of them aren't the best, they're still good, but nothing like Fade Rautha is great.
Yeah,
But all the ones that have wired soft goods, it's just like you said, you pay that much for the figure on its own or the cape on its own. You
Yep.
would buy it from someone who makes it.
all right. Yeah, this is a banger right here. This is a banger.
Nice.
So happy to add this to the display.
sweet. And we got a live opening too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I knew, I was like, man, I'm saving this for the stream because I knew it was going to be a fun one. Just so awesome. Now, of course, they should have just included a Raul Julia head just for me.
Oh, that would have been
That would have been enough for me to pre-order then.
Yeah. Yeah. If they started doing Street Fighter the movie
Oh.
figures, I'd be like, I'm on board. Give me them all. Why is the French guy Guile? I don't know.
They secretly put the French flag on his. Like, don't tell anybody. No.
Yeah. Now the Street Fighter movie, probably one of the most nostalgic movies for me. Just period. That and the OG Mortal Kombat. Oh. For those wondering, here I'll do a little side by side here, so you can see Bison's big too. He big. Right. Good scale there.
Bulk on him. That's cool.
Dopa Tonin, the huge news was Yak Face stuff. You'll have to go back in the stream and look.
Yep. You'll have to go back. You missed it. Hunter, appreciate the $5. Dang figs on the live stream. They just let anyone in here. Wow, Hunter.
Yeah. Hey,
Nate,
what's up?
Go ahead.
No, what's up?
I was going to say, could you go back to me? Because I realized I forgot something for recent pickups that I saved for last.
Oh, yeah.
I completely forgot about it.
Let's go.
I have a story with this.
Ooh.
So when I was younger, when I was a kid, my dad would get me 3 packs of Justice League Unlimited figures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know that show, cartoon.
Yep.
I'm sure people know. At Target and stuff, Toys R Us, they would have 3 packs of the figures. So that would be like a yearly tradition. My dad would get me for Easter. He would get me that. So my dad and I were just talking about that recently. And this year for Easter, my dad kept up a kid tradition and he got me a 3-pack.
Oh, yes.
Really cool. Obviously not Marvel, but Psylocke, Nimrod, and Phantom X. Really cool to see this. And it completes my version of the X-Force. The only one I really wanted was Cable, and they're making a new Cable in July, I think. Mm-hmm. So I locked a pre-order down for him. And that's like, it's not the original X-Force, but like you said earlier, it's your display, do what you want. This completes my X-Force.
Yep.
So it's really nice. I specifically saved that to open on stream while you guys were doing it, and I completely forgot. I had it behind my computer here. Yeah. And I just thought of it when you were opening your M Bison. I was like, oh, I had something to open. I forgot.
Nice.
But yeah, I just wanted to tell that story because it was nice. I like that my dad kept that up. That's cool. Like we were just talking about how we used to do that when I was a kid.
What's awesome is your dad clearly has the knowledge to acquire something like that.
Yes. My dad and I, he doesn't collect like I do, but every now and then, here and there, he was thinking about getting the McFarlane Christopher Reeve Superman when that comes out. So it's cool. My dad and I, like I said, he's not a collector, but we definitely share like interest in that. So that's cool. I like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, my dad when I was growing up, like he collected all the Star Trek The Next Generation figures and stuff like that. So it's always been like in my head, like collect toys. And even my mom to this day, she's just like, nothing's changed since you were a kid doing the same thing.
It's been just like you said, and it's been basically in my family for a few generations because my dad has still an old retro box of all his classic toys. My dad was born in 1965, so all toys that he had growing up in the 70s and 80s. And then my grandfather used to collect, I don't remember what it was. I think it was called DC Universe Classics. Was that the name of the line?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He used to collect those in box. So we had a bunch. And then when he passed away a few years ago, he left that to my dad and I. Yeah. So we have lots of his old figures in box put away. Mm-hmm. So it's cool. He did it, and then my dad did it, and I do it. Yeah. So it's cool. It's something that we've always liked.
Yeah. My dad passed away when I was 17, so I have all of his Star Trek toys now, and I have all of his Lord of the Rings figures as well because he was a big fan of the Toy Biz, Lord of the Rings stuff. So I still have all of that, and I'm just like, I wish I could put it all out on display, but it's all in box because he was strictly in box.
Yep,
you know,
like my grandfather.
Like all the collectors back then, you in box. Don't open.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, man, open. let them breathe. But
Yep.
no, that's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
it's
I
a
love
great
hearing
story.
stories like that. All right, so I know it's getting a little late in the stream. Do you guys
Almost
want
a
to
3 hour. Damn.
Yeah. Do you guys want to briefly? We'll just kind of talk a little Tales of the Empire, little Bad Batch, and then we'll head out. So
Let's do it.
let's switch over. We're switching backgrounds here. We're going to put on the Bad Batch background now.
So spoilers, because you guys haven't talked about it in a long time.
Yes, massive spoilers. We're putting the banner up here. I say first things first, let's just give a little bit of our thoughts on Tales of the Empire. So, what'd you guys think of that trailer?
Great. Loved it. Very excited to see finally what happened to Barriss. Obviously, it looks like she's an Inquisitor now.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing Thrawn, like I mentioned earlier, great. I'm sure. I bet he'll probably maybe just have that one scene, but
Yeah.
it's fine. We know the episodes are very short. There's only 6 episodes, and Tales of the Jedi was what? They were like 10-minute episodes, weren't they? Something like that.
Super short.
Yeah, so we know that we won't get much, but just the characters we saw, I hope that we get just a little bit of in-depth on them, because we saw Marak, we saw the unnamed Inquisitor from Tales of the Jedi, and then obviously Barriss, the Grand Inquisitor. So I hope that they could flesh them out a little. But even if they don't, the backstory of Morgan Elsbeth as a Night Sister, that interests me, as well as Barriss being an Inquisitor. So it's cool to see stuff like that, and I'm happy that they're doing tales of something else, because now there's a possibility for even more, and I hope they continue, because it seems like a really cool idea.
Tales of the First Order.
Tales of the Resistance.
That won't piss anyone off. Fig, what'd you think of the trailer?
I thought it was awesome. I mean, yeah, I watched it a few times. Because the first time I was just like, wait, what? I wasn't expecting it, but seeing like Grievous and that kind of new.
Yeah, they finally could use the Grievous model that they made, that they used for like 2 frames.
Yeah.
So that's like cool. I mean, like Morgan Elsbeth, to me, I wasn't somebody I wanted. Like when I was going to go out my way to see a backstory, but because it looks like we're going to get just more, I'm always a fan of that. Like you're going to spread this out and connect it to what we've already seen. I'm all for it. It looks awesome. The Inquisitor aspect with Barriss is very cool. Like I want to see how that transitions. I know it won't be like too in depth because it's going to be short episodes, short format, but I really love Tales of the Jedi. So like I'm expecting for me to have that same feel from this.
Yeah.
I just hope we get figures, because we didn't get it from Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Maybe some Night Sister figures finally in the line.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would love it. Yeah, what a total unexpected surprise. Like I had no idea something like this was even happening. So seeing the trailer, it was just like that shot in the arm. I mean, even though I personally I think the Acolyte trailer looks good. I am excited about the show, but I know a lot of people are down bad on Star Wars. And so it's just funny, always being a Star Wars fan. It's like, oh, this looks like crap. And then 5 seconds later, but this is amazing. You're like, Star Wars is back. Yeah. So it was awesome to see.
You got frozen for a second, Nate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nate would have stayed like that for the rest of the stream.
Right. Tales of the Max Rebo
I'll take
band.
it, Wilbon.
Let's go.
I
need to
know. Do you know, Nate, about the backstory of the Max Rebo band in the EU?
No, not the EU stuff.
They have some wild stuff. So I'm sure they wouldn't do the same thing, but there were like assassination plots between different band members.
Oh so my gosh.
It would be funny to see them actually do that in canon.
I want to know how Max got off Jabba's sail barge. I also need to know, is Droopy okay? Where is Sai? I hope Jawa Yautza, he could die. He could die. But I need the originals. But Yeah, what a great trailer. Super hyped. That's going to be a nice little May 4th one and done. Just watch it
Yeah.
all in one sitting and have a great time.
66th Hawkinson said Tales of the Tico sisters. I got a better one for you. How about Tales of the Martez sisters?
Oh,
Hey, the show nobody wanted, but we're getting yes.
it's coming. But yeah, so let's talk Bad Batch. Gee, I don't even remember what the last episode we talked about on stream was. There's been so much that's happened in the show since the last time we talked on stream about it.
Was it the premiere?
Spoilers now. I think it was before Ventress.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely before Ventress.
Yeah.
Because there was one week where I didn't have enough time to watch the episode, and then after that it was back to Justin. So, man, that Ventress episode, amazing.
Yeah, that was cool.
Do you guys care that she's brought back after she died in a book?
Personally, I feel like they've already proven to us that they are willing to break even new book and new comic book canon for shows, animated, live action movies, stuff like that. Because obviously they did that with the with Kanan's backstory in the very first episode of Bad Batch. So it doesn't really bug me, and I think she's such a great character. Like, I'll always take more Ventress.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, they came out and they were like, listen, we're gonna explain it. Like, chill.
But they didn't.
Well, I'm assuming we must be either getting a Ventress specific show, or maybe they'll do like Tales of the Dark Side Force users.
They'll explain it in another book that they'll retcon for another show in a few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could agree with what Wilbon is saying here, that her story shouldn't end in a book. I get that, especially because she's a show original character. So having her story not finish in a show, I get it. But at the same time, my opinion is that if they bring a character back, I want it to feel earned, and maybe they will. Like Nate said, maybe they'll show why. But just from that episode, I didn't feel like it was necessary. It was cool to see, and I love Ventress, but I feel like they could have accomplished that with another character, like the route of her being trained. Ahsoka hasn't appeared in Bad Batch at all, like none of the seasons. She could have filled that role, you know?
True.
So I just am a little wary, because otherwise, every time someone dies in Star Wars, like, is Tech back? Maybe he's that clone. We don't know.
Yeah.
I hope not. But every time they bring a character back, it bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm willing to let it.
No one's ever really gone.
Exactly. I'm willing to let it rest for now and see, and maybe it'll feel earned. But other than that, I did like her performance in the show. I did like the scene when she was fighting the Bad Batch. I did feel it was a little contrived that the Bad Batch fought her, because she didn't do anything. Yes, like she did stuff bad in the past, but they didn't even know that, apparently. I was kind of surprised that Hunter, they had to look it up and see what she did.
Yeah. I thought that was a little strange. I'm like,
they never heard of Ventress, I guess.
Like
she killed clones.
Right. Yeah. She killed a lot of them.
Yeah.
But would you guys be in on an updated Ventress figure with the hair?
Yes. I wanted one. I wanted her bounty hunter look, just so I could put her on my light side shelf. So now with this is basically her look from the book. So I'm definitely down. And I've never read that book, so I don't know. Maybe it's bad and they want to retcon it, like the ending is not good. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it's funny because I have the book. I've never read it, but I bought it because I like the author, because she's written a lot of Warcraft books that I really like. So, but I never bothered to read Dark Disciple. I was like, ooh, I'm going to read this. Never mind. It's just on my shelf.
I think she commented on the episode. And I think she said that she was told that it was going to make sense in the future. So I guess it makes sense. It's just, and I'll trust Dave Filoni, but I just don't see why like you said with Kanan's backstory, it feels like it's changed for no reason.
Mhm.
If they show me a reason, I'll be fine. But until then, I'm a little iffy on it.
Yeah, that's very fair. I definitely agree. Like you breaking it down like that, it's definitely kind of like, oh yeah, like Ventress. It was a little shoehorny,
Mhm.
little shoehorned in there, but my Star Wars gobbledygook brain
Yeah, it's
goes.
like two sides.
I'm just like Ventress, yay!
It's
Right.
I watch these shows with my dad because I convinced him to watch Clone Wars with me, so we watched all that.
Nice.
So now he keeps up with it, and we watch these together. So, but he's never been a huge fan of Ventress. Like he likes her, but it's not like, oh wow. Like when I saw her, I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Mhm.
So talking to him about it, he basically feels the same, that it's kind of unnecessary. But I do think that for these things, when she's so small, she's such a small part of the show. I kind of wish they didn't spoil this stuff in the trailers,
Yeah.
especially Cad Bane. His role
Yeah.
was so small. They should not have shown him in the trailer because he was in what, 2 to 3 scenes. If that was just in the show and not in the trailer, it would have been really cool to see. You hear the spurs when he's walking, you're like, oh, it got to be Cad Bane.
Right.
But obviously, we all know that because we saw the trailer.
Mm.
Yeah, I actually had forgotten by the time
Really?
the
Okay.
show that Cad Bane was going to show up, but then it was like the Star Wars main account, literally the day
Oh,
of, was
course.
posting pictures of, and I was just like, I had to work today, like I couldn't watch the episode.
I don't know why they do that, especially for moments that are so small. Again, like Zeb in The Mandalorian. My friend got spoiled for that because he didn't watch Mando as it aired.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb was in one scene. Why do that? I don't. Why spoil your own show? I don't get it.
Especially when like Lucasfilm has a history of like being so secretive and like not wanting to ruin things, but then it's like they're like, nope, here you go, here you go, here you go.
No,
1
it's
minute after the show aired, not a spoiler anymore.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you had to work, your fault.
yeah, right. Yeah, or yeah, like everything. Yeah, oh, you have a life, right? Like you can't always just watch it the minute it uploads. Yeah.
You didn't stay up till 3 a.m. to watch it. Fake fan.
Yes.
I do like that they're now making some of the shows like Ahsoka and airing, and I think it's 9 my time EST. I
Yeah.
think that's when Ahsoka aired.
Yeah, that was.
Instead of 3 a.m.
It was very nice to be like, ooh, I can watch Ahsoka tonight, and I don't
Right,
have to
right.
worry about waking up to an army list of spoilers on social media.
Right.
Fig, how are you feeling about Bad Batch?
I definitely, I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm liking the season a lot more than the previous overall.
Oh yeah,
100%, I agree with that.
massive improvement.
And you know, we're 3 seasons in, and like I really like these characters now. The even some parts of the first season, like kind of, I'll go back to their very first appearance in Clone Wars season 7, where we met the Bad Batch, and how they were in that, and how the very first episode of season 1 were really my likings. Like, you know, there's a special ops team that have special skills, they go on missions. And I just like how that was done. And then they kind of changed that course with their story. So, like, even throughout parts of season 1, I was like, I like it, but it's definitely not my top tier. I'm not like a huge fan of it. And then season 2 even made me, you know, I really liked the first episode and the last episode of that season. And their season 7 appearance was my favorite of theirs by far. And then this season's like, it's made those other episodes better for me, and anytime a show can do that for me, I'm like, okay, like that's awesome, because it made me, I won't say I dislike, but I was just kind of like middle ground with it to really liking it. So anytime they do that with characters or a show, I love it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really cool.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Fig, and I want to be clear. Like, even though I was critical about, like I said, with the Ventress and Cad Bane stuff, for the rest of the show, the actual like Bad Batch stuff, I really like it.
Yeah.
And I think that when I look back on season 1, that was my favorite season before this. But I think about that and I'm like, what I really liked was all the Star Wars characters. It was like every episode a different Star Wars character showed up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I didn't really care about the batch itself. I was like, this is a Finnick episode. This is a Cad Bane episode. Stuff like that. And then in season 2, I felt like it was just, let's do a Sid mission. Let's do a Sid mission. Just keep doing it. And I wasn't into that. Now it's season 3. I feel like I'm actually interested in this. Like, they had the episode where I think it might have been the first one this whole series where there was no members of the Bad Batch in it at all.
Yeah.
Where they showed Emery at Tantus.
Yep.
That really intrigued me. And so not only do I like the Bad Batch now themselves, especially Crosshair and Omega, those are my 2 favorites now, which was funny because originally it was Hunter and Wrecker. But this season really, Crosshair and Omega really intrigued me a lot. I also like the whole stuff with Project Necromancer, whatever that winds up being.
Yes.
I assume it's something with the Emperor. I assume it's got to be like the same thing with Grogu's blood. I imagine eventually leading to Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Don't they call it Project Necromancer in Mando?
I think you might be right.
I think so.
Yeah. It was funny because in my collection, I don't know how this was like some foresight on my end, but I've always had Omega and Crosshair posed together on the shelf. And now I'm like, wait, I don't even have to move them anymore. I'm like, that already makes sense. But it's such a great like character development between every single member of the Bad Batch. Crosshair's character development continues to just be so captivating to me. Just, him going from hard ass to villain, now back to, being on the team, but he's got his own issues, like especially not being able to, snipe anymore.
I really thought that he was going to get the ship at the last second.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that he didn't, I was like, oh wow, they actually did that. That's
cool. Like I was like there was just like my stomach dropped. I was just like, no, like, because that's totally, you think in your Star Wars brain, like, oh, this is going to be the moment.
Yeah, the nick of time.
Yep, he's going to get it. But then, oh, no. Like, so.
Is it safe to say he's the best original character from this show?
Crosshair? I think so.
In terms of, like, pure development, like, he definitely is the most intriguing character to me. And I'm, like, secretly hoping... Like, I want them to just re-release the Crosshair with shaved head. Like, I'm like, I will buy that again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will absolutely.
I remember when the season first started, we were talking about, especially Justin was saying that he thinks it's going to be a Halo Reach type ending where everyone dies. Do you still feel that way with only a few episodes left?
I feel like I could see some characters living. Like, I personally don't see them killing Omega.
Yeah, I agree with that. No way they're killing Omega.
Obviously she's a child. I don't think they're going to kill her, but the rest of the batch,
still, even with only a few episodes, you think they do it in the last episode?
I definitely think so. Bare minimum, Crosshair. I think Crosshair's going to
go out in a heroic way, saving the rest.
Yep, because it's going to fully complete his arc of, good guy, villain, good guy, heroic sacrifice. But it's one of those things where it would end up, I'd be like, so why weren't they in Rebels?
Right.
Because I'd be like, so why didn't Rex hit them up if they're alive? To be like, hey, come with us to our ragtag group of clone buddies.
That's why when Wolf showed up and all the other clones that we had seen, they all died. I'm like, I expected them to die because none of them are in Rebels.
Right.
So all these clones that Rex recruited, I was like, yeah, you're all going.
Right. Yeah. So I personally feel like the batch is probably still got to go. I hope they give us some really satisfying, meaningful deaths for them. Like, I don't really want them to do like the Rogue One treatment where they're just like, they're all blowed up.
Yeah.
So it'd be like Justin said with Wrecker, where he has to disable a bomb manually.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought he was almost on for a second in that last
me too.
episode.
I thought they would actually kill him off there.
I was so glad because I was like, I don't want him to go.
Yeah, for a minute I was like, really? Like that's it? Like that's what killed him? But no, I was thankful.
Now that they blew up the Marauder, that's going to be the new HasLab. It's not
Could you imagine?
It's going to be a Marauder HasLab.
Could you?
I was going to say, I think a really powerful and a connection I made with the end of this most recent episode, when a Crosshair doesn't get the tracker on the ship, is the hero is like lost. And one of the main reasons for a lot of people why Empire Strikes Back is their favorite movie is at the end the heroes lose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like this, like, and we know the show's not over yet, so there's like it's that redemption we're gonna hopefully see, but it's just so much more. And the way they said it, the pacing was like you thought. I'm like, yeah, this is his moment. Like Crosshair, he's been having that, but he's been meditating with Omega. He's gonna get his, this is the shot that counts above anything else. Everything he's done, he's gonna be able to get that, and it doesn't happen, and it's just like, whoa. Like it just had that. It just makes more compelling storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
I like that you brought up the comparison to Empire Strikes Back, because I feel it's very that. Like Revenge of the Sith has a pretty bleak ending, but it does have hope, knowing obviously that it leads to Luke and Leia, and they eventually defeat the Empire with the rebellion. We know where it's going, but Empire, they just lost. There's no hope. With Bad Batch, if Crosshair had made that shot, you'd say, yeah, they lost, but at least there's hope there. Right now, there's no hope.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see that. And I wonder how they're going to get there. Because is Omega going to reach out through the Force or something? Is that what they're hinting at this whole time? Like with her midichlorian count?
Yeah, it could be. Or maybe, was it implied that Fennec knew the location of Tantus?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so, but I might have missed that part too.
I was because that was my other thought, was maybe like Ventress or Fennec knows where Tantus is, since they're trying to pick up all yeah.
I'll be like, all right, we'll tell you.
Yeah, and like once it gets to that point, since Ventress and Fennec both care about Omega,
right?
So maybe that's what it could be, or maybe Emery finally, takes her fucking glasses off and realizes that she's on the wrong side.
So literally and figuratively, take those off.
I wasn't sure because they made a point to him. Were we supposed to know that kid Jax? Was he from something? Because they made a point that his name is Jax. I don't know if we were supposed to know. I should have looked it up.
Yeah, unfamiliar for me, but once they revealed the kids, I was like, God, this show is dark, but I love it. I'm like, yes.
And see, that's why I love the Bad Batch when it's this and not let's just go do missions for Sid.
Yeah,
this is what I wanted it to be.
Season 2 is like a waste of time, essentially. It was almost like they didn't know what to do, so they were like, let's make these fun missions while we're writing season 3, which is going to be like the good thing.
Will we see Sid again, or do you think that's it?
If we do, I hope she dies.
Yeah.
I hope they cut her head off or something.
Yeah.
But she's Trandoshan though, so would her head grow back?
I was gonna say another element of like this show, like Nate was saying earlier too, is like if they survive, right? Where are they in like Rebels? Prime example, where would they be? How come we didn't see them? There's no mention of them. You kind of had that vibe with Ahsoka, with Luke, right? Because it's like there was supposed to be no, like he's doing this Jedi Temple thing. You think Ahsoka, which she already reached out to him in Mandalorian, like there would have been, and maybe we're getting hopefully season 2, from my understanding. So maybe it will come in the picture, but that's just an example I'm using. There's a lot of things in the universe that they will do that, they just don't. This person could be off in this other part of the universe, and they're just not in this conflict. And and it's kind of like, for me, I'm not a fan of that, just because I like everything to at least have that's going on. and they're big players or they're big parts of shows, I like to have their like some connections.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another thing that they have to explain then after. And
Yeah,
there's too many things in Star Wars right now that are basically a good question for another time.
Yeah.
There's just so much of that right now.
Seth, they deserve a medal. So real quick, final thoughts here. Who's the nameless assassin?
I think it's a clone of Crosshair.
That's what I think too. Especially this last episode, we saw some very Crosshair mannerisms.
Mm-hmm. I just hope it's not Tech.
If it's Tech, I'm gonna be pissed off. Yeah. If it's Tech, I will be pissed because, like you were talking about early, Zooboy, Star Wars it's in this weird spot where no one dies anymore. No one dies, and I'm just like, let a character die, please.
Especially because Star Wars is told out of order. Like when I remember there were lots of people that were upset if Cad Bane really is dead in Book of Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. But look, even if he is, we just got more of him.
Right.
The character can die and we can still get more. Yeah. So just let them die. And especially because like Fig and you were saying that it opens up too many doors. Where were they? Because even Echo right now, he's not with the batch. So even if the batch dies, but Echo doesn't, then you'll be like, where was Echo in Rebels?
Yeah, exactly.
So there still needs to be explanations.
They have to kill Echo again.
Oh, come on. No.
Do you guys think there might be a chance that we see like a Rex and Echo show, maybe Tales of the Clone Troopers type thing?
I hope so.
When they left in season 2, I thought, so the Bad Batch is going to flip back and forth between the two groups.
Yeah.
And they just didn't. And there were so many times where they said, Rex and Echo are doing this. I'm like, can we see that? Like, that's what I want to see, what they're doing. So I hope we get a show or something.
What would be funny is the next episode is about Rex and Echo.
Yeah, true.
The thing is, or go ahead, Nate.
No, I was just going to say, how many episodes are left of this?
What are we 4? On 12? So 4, yeah.
Yeah, I think 4.
Okay. All right.
What I was going to say is the problem is when you have like just such limited time with 4 episodes, and they're relatively short episodes. I don't know how you can wrap up all the deaths unless they just happen all of a sudden, and if they all die, assuming. But the other thing is, I think it's very strange that there's no future animation right now, because even Tales of the Empire, it's a one and done. May 4th, they're all coming out. It's only 6 episodes short. So right now, to my knowledge, unless I missed an announcement, there's no animation in the future. So I'm sure on May 4th, we'll probably get some sort of announcement, because I'm sure Disney wants to keep Star Wars animation running.
Right.
But there's nothing as of yet.
Yeah. I'd be down for a Rex and Echo show, just to kind of bridge the gap maybe between Bad Batch and Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if they did like a Tale series, like a short series, just to give us a little more and explain.
Tales of the Clones.
Yeah, exactly. Tales of the Clones. What would you guys think if that random no-name clone was Cody?
I mean, I do feel that it's weird that they kind of showed that Cody was turning against the Empire and they didn't show him again. So I do feel that strange. So maybe you can say that they realized that he was turning against the Empire, so they brainwashed him, did whatever, and now he's this clone X, whatever. So I could see it, but personally, like, I'd rather it be not someone that we know. Yeah. I'd rather it be either, like we said, a clone of Crosshair or just a no one. Yeah, I don't like this trend of Star Wars where, and I can't even blame Disney or Lucasfilm. A lot of time it's just fans.
Remember this?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody has to be someone. He can't just be Marak. He's Starkiller. He's Ezra. Remember when people were saying that?
Ezra, yeah, there was that.
What about, do you guys remember when Force Awakens was coming out, when people thought Kylo Ren was Luke Skywalker?
Oh, jeez.
Fucking stupid.
That's crazy.
Like, what? Yeah, no, I either hope clone of Crosshair or just a nobody.
Yeah,
Yep,
same.
I'm with you 100%.
Same exactly.
But that would be another great thing if they did a Rex and Echo show. Give us a conclusion between Rex and Cody. I want to see them. I want to see their ending because obviously something has to happen to Cody. He's not in Rebels.
So you think Rex kills him?
I could see it, and I would honestly back that because Cody siding with the Empire is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up there with Fox.
Wilbon's right to the Snoke theories. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many Snoke was so many people.
Yeah.
And then they actually were like, yeah, he was the Emperor, guys.
Same thing with Rey's parentage. I remember I was like, Palpatine, she can't be related to Palpatine. That's so stupid. Obi-Wan, and then obviously she was.
Yep.
That's the one thing I'll give Last Jedi. I really like that she was a nobody.
Yep.
Until they retconned that.
Yep. I was fine with her being Rey from nowhere. Like that would have been just fine. But she wasn't Palpatine's daughter, but she was Palpatine's granddaughter. See, we got you there. Lazy.
Wilbon says Snoke was Mace Windu.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Snoke is Plo Koon.
Snoke is everybody. He's all the Jedi and the Sith.
Yeah.
I also want to say Connor Harding says, I think Tales of the Jedi was confirmed for season 2. I think if you read the press release for Tales of the Empire, that's what it is.
Ah.
That it looks like it's a Tales series. So Tales of the Empire is really Tales of the Jedi season 2. At least that's what I took from the press release, the wording. If you look.
The clone assassin is Snoke.
That's what it is. He fits
perfect.
He fits his long, tall, lanky body.
Yeah, he takes the armor off and he just gets progressively taller. Now, would you guys be down for a fig of the nameless clone assassin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm Grand Moff Tony did a video recently where he talked about how he kind of regrets not buying the Bad Batch season 2 figures.
I'm all right. I'm kind of feeling it too.
Me too. And I got Omega, and that's it. But I regret it because I was like, oh, they're going to change outfits in season 3, so I just need my one version.
Yeah.
But since they didn't, and now they've been in these outfits for longer than the other one, I'm like, this is the kind of the look I want now, and I regret it.
And they were so easy to get there for a while, too. I know.
But because they didn't change outfits, those are technically they're Bad Batch season 2 figures. So we don't have any figures from Bad Batch season 3.
Yeah.
So I could see, give me a Ventress, give me this new clone, and I it's not going to happen. But I would love a Batcher. That would be really cool.
They could do season 3 Omega and include Batcher with her.
Yes, I'll take that.
I'll
buy my third Omega.
Just like we got Ruby, we need Batcher.
Do you think they would articulate Batcher, or would it be like Ruby?
Probably like Ruby. Probably just a statue. I mean, that's the best way to keep costs down for those little creatures is to give them no articulation.
What makes me think they wouldn't do that, though, is Batcher is, the size of Omega?
That is true. Batcher is big. Yeah. A lot bigger than Ruby. It's true. I feel like...
another one, so...
Yeah, right.
And they kill it. Hasbro kills it with the articulated animals in G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
The crocodile Fiona, she's so good.
I never found that set at Ross, but I wanted it so bad just for the damn alligator.
Yep, I bought it just for that. It's so good. And the panther from what was it? The
D&D. Yeah.
I have that. You can't see, I don't think, but on my Avengers shelf over here, I have the Black Panther with Black Panther.
Oh, that's awesome. So, yeah, I think as far as like figs go that I would want to see so far, let's get a re-release of Hunter, or let's get a re-release of Crosshair, bald with the scars. They could just reuse that body because it's still good.
And that was a very hard figure for people to get. So nice to
have
that out in the line.
Even for me, my next door neighbor stole mine for 6 months.
Oh, God, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, and then just randomly gave it back to me, and I was like, so you opened my mail and you kept it for 6 months?
So weird, eh?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Dr. Hemlock.
Oh, yes, I forgot. And Dr. Carr, too. Both of them.
I feel like Hemlock, it's close enough where I feel like they could fudge some reuse too. They could fudge some reuse in there. What about?
We don't have any Kaminoans in the line, so I'll take a Nalase.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nalase
geez,
would be
yeah.
great. I would now, since like we were just talking about, missed out on those season 2 figures. Let's get re-releases of them, but maybe darken the colors a little bit on the
Yeah.
plastic, since the armor looks a little bit more worn, a little bit more scratched up than it did in season 2.
I
Make them a
wonder.
4-pack.
Yeah.
All over that.
I wonder if it's a Lucasfilm thing. I gotta think it is, because it's very strange to me how with Obi-Wan and/or the Acolyte, we get figures before the show comes out as the show's running. Ahsoka too. But then with Mando season 3, we didn't get anything until now. So I wonder if Bad Batch is going to be like that. Like next year, we'll get Bad Batch season 3 figures instead of now.
I mean, I hope so. It's like we always talk about, it's beating a dead horse on the channel at this point, but I would rather wait for these figures to get nice, accurate releases rather than get them now and they have, oh, this is wrong, this little thing's wrong, like, this could have been tweaked, blah, 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 stuff like that.
I'm hoping because the Acolyte was delayed that those figures are not inaccurate.
Yes.
But I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But it is puzzling to me on how they decide. Like, does Lucasfilm say these shows you can make figures of, but these you can't until later? Or we'll show you concept art for these shows and not these shows?
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's decided, but it's strange to me how we're flooded with Obi-Wan and then Mando season 3 got nothing until now.
Yep.
And like I said, I like it because Gideon and the Imperial Super Commando, they're going to be great.
Yeah.
But if they were released, when the show came out, probably inaccurate.
Yep. It would have been some weird concept art shenanigans. And then we're trapped in the endless cycle of people complaining about not having figs as the show's airing. And then, well, the figures are inaccurate. So,
yeah.
Ooh, but
Spittle?
I like Nixelplicks Gonky.
Yes.
Oh,
hell yes.
I would love. In fact, hold on.
Hauser.
Yep.
I got it somewhere. Damn, I don't know where. Oh, here it is.
I wish. What was I gonna say?
Sorry. That same guy that I bought the other two from.
Ugh. Gonky.
I love this. The guy, if any of people who are watching that are TVC people, most of the stuff this guy makes is 3 3/4 inch. I don't remember where it is. I'll pop the link in the Discord. But those are the only 3 6-inch stuff he got. So I got all 3.
Nice.
So they're very nice. Yeah, this is the comment I wanted you to highlight. So if that's it, then I could see that Favreau doesn't want his stuff shown. But does he really have that much say? Maybe he just tells Lucasfilm, he's like, can you? And they say, okay.
Yeah. Well, probably since, he's kind of done a lot of goodwill for modern Star Wars. Maybe they do just give him that power because they don't want to like chase him away. Or, yeah. They're like, no, we need to keep this guy here. He's bringing everyone back into the fold. So we gotta keep him happy, which I could see that. And hell no, I would not buy a Sid figure. She's an asshole.
I hate it.
Figure,
I would buy a Sid figure. I hate it, but I would.
Well, it probably look amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would.
Like a female Trandoshan in the line is kind of cool.
Yeah, but I just...
Oh, or Prophet saying Gungi. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. I want the man bun Jedi from Acolyte. We need that Wookiee too. I was like, yup. And that's a great time to reuse a certain body. Just need a different head, and then we're all good.
And then they could do Tarful too.
Oh. Hasbro, quit playing with us.
I don't know. This is totally random and off topic, but I was messing with this mace, and I think Zooboy saw it. You see Landspeeder Luke posing his Clone Wars mace punching the Super Battle Droid because he made all the hands.
Yeah, so
I was just like, dude, I've been wanting to do that for so long since we got that figure.
Yes.
I told him he's got to buy a couple dozen Super Battle Droids though to make it accurate.
Oh, once that single release Super Battle Droid hits, you guys know I like to make my little scenes. Be damn sure that's going to be a scene on my shelf.
If you got 6 of these clones, of the white clones, I don't know how many B2s you're going to wind up. Especially their deluxe, when they inevitably hit clearance, like the Dark Troopers.
Yeah,
he's gonna be covered piles and piles of B2.
Especially because I need extras for the Republic Commandos because I want to have the panels popped off. I'm gonna need some for the Attack of the Clones display. Gonna need some for the Revenge of the Sith display. Gonna need some to go with Grievous and the CIS display. I'm gonna need quite a few of them.
Did you also see, Nate? I think Lenspeeder Luke was the one who pointed it out. Or maybe it was Mr. Coffee, I don't know. But the original photos did not have the blue for the Super Battle Droid.
Yeah.
But the actual figure does.
Interesting. So maybe because technically how we've determined this 1 and the 2-pack is scene specific. Maybe that means the standard's not going to have like the crazy blue on the head.
It's weird because in the initial reveal, like the photos that guy in the Discord that showed us, that it takes the armor off. Mm-hmm. In those photos, it looked really blue.
Yeah.
But in the photos that Luke has been showing, it doesn't look as blue. So I guess I'll see tomorrow. Mine will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I hope it's not as blue.
I was going to say, Luke told us in our little group message thing that the blue it's very vibrant in real life. It is?
Okay.
Yeah. Because he was like, the blue, he said the blue is hot. So I was like, oh, that's a little disappointing, but it's really not
canceling my pre-order before it gets here tomorrow.
Yeah. Cancel it. Knowing DHL, they might have a chance because they deliver all their packages on foot, horse and buggy. But yeah, well, I think now is definitely going to be the perfect time to end it here. 3 hours, 24 minutes into the stream.
What a crazy stream.
Absolute legends.
Merch.
Oh, the mug. The mug.
I almost wore a shirt today, but I went with Metallic.
Yeah, I went with the Dead Body shirt. Great band if you like death metal.
Captain America.
Classic. Gotta love Cap. Ooh, Wilbon says I posted a link to an articulated batcher in the Discord.
Ooh.
Oh,
wait, Wilbon, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about that.
I'm not pulling up the Discord on the stream.
Yeah. This guy's still on April Fools.
Like I said, my computer will brick if I pull up Discord right now while I'm streaming.
All right, it actually, in Wilbon's defense, it actually is an articulated batcher. It is not a Kiadi Mundi pick.
Nice.
This time.
Yeah, this time. Wilbon,
you're lucky that Nate can't pull this stuff up. If Justin was here, he'd be able to do it.
Yep. And then we'd see good old nutsack Kiadi again. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, end it here. Zooboy, Fig, seriously, thank you guys for joining me today. This was an awesome conversation. 3.5 hours just
three and a half.
Just flew by. So I appreciate you guys taking so much time out of your Sunday to hang out with me and hang out with everyone in the chat.
Of course, I'd love to be back anytime.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This will not be the last time either of you are going to be on our stream. So
maybe next time with Justin, he can rub his hands some more.
Yeah, I was trying to do that some to fill that in. For our buddy
I hope that person watches the stream and gets mad at all of us now.
Oh yeah, I hope so too, because Justin and I have that thing where if someone tells us not to do something, immediately in my brain I'm like, I'm gonna do it way more than I ever was going to. Just I've had certain people comment on my shirts, wearing metal shirts, and they'll get offended at some of the imagery, and I'm just like, well, now I'm gonna wear that shirt every video. Yeah. So thanks for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Definitely everyone out there. I mean, I know most of you guys know Fig, Zoo Boy. But I do have links for Fig's Instagram in the chat. I also have a link to Zooboy's YouTube channel in the description of this video.
And I will say, or what were you going to say? Go ahead.
I was going to say, you were telling me that you were thinking about starting to post on YouTube.
So I didn't have a computer. I finally got a computer, this basic laptop. And last time I was on stream when I didn't have the camera, I had my horrible iPhone Apple microphone.
Yeah.
Now I got this, a Blue Yeti.
Hey.
So
looks familiar.
So now I could actually make videos. So
yeah.
I want to do a collection video for sure. Could show all this in detail.
Oh, I would love to see it. Like when you first joined, I was immediately like, ooh, squint vision. I see some things I like.
If this wasn't a terrible webcam, you'd definitely be able to see more. I'll have to record on my iPhone, much better camera.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do the record it and then just do a quick voiceover. You'll be all good. But Fig, you're still killing it on Instagram. I know you're also doing the YouTube thing, but you took seems like you might have took a little break.
Yeah, with my live stream, I just kind of it's just schedule and live stuff, and like I really enjoy doing it. I was actually trying to get Action Display on, and obviously he's, he's from Croatia, and that time is just really off. So I can't commit to a schedule, so I'm like, I'll do it when I can, and that's kind of how it is with me. But for the people that do, like out of the basement, the guys who do it on schedule, like that commitment. I was talking about this with Wilbon on his stream last Monday. Like that takes a lot of effort, so us fans really appreciate it, and I do think sometimes take it for granted because we're so used to it. Like we all have our own lives and jobs. So for how long you guys have been doing this, and to keep it going and continually having to figure it out on the same day and the live stream on the same day is pretty awesome for how long you've been doing it. So
even when Justin has to edit on a Thursday night, you always figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, that is literally a hill that Justin will die on. Is he's like, figure it out is Friday, no matter what. Friday 6 a.m. is figure it out. So I appreciate that. It feels it's nice when you actually get to hear the feedback. Like we appreciate that because we haven't missed a figure it out episode in years. Like it has been years.
Yeah.
Since we've missed a Friday figured out. So I appreciate that, Fig. Thank you.
If you and Justin can't do it, Fig and I'll take over on a Friday.
Yeah, exactly. We'll call in the West Coast Avengers of sorts.
Yeah. You might lose some subs if I'm here.
Oh no.
But
I will say, Fig, too, if we're free at the same time, I'll love to be on your channel at some point.
Okay.
I'll be blessed.
You'll have to do another old dudes who collect stuff, but you gotta wait till Zooboy turns 30.
Yeah, we gotta wait one more year.
Yep. Once you're 30, you can join the old guys that collect stuff crew.
I actually I rebranded it and just put cool dudes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool dudes.
Like it was more just because there is like I know Matt Bryant, for example, the fathers of the 1313 guys. Like that's how it kind of started. Was just the older dudes who do collect, but I'm like, as I was doing it more, I'm like, I don't want to have like a generational gap on it. There's people that are like, 15 who collect this stuff and have the same enthusiasm that I do. And there's people that are 20 years older than me that do. So, but same concept, just different name.
I've seen that when Justin broke down like the viewership that you guys have on this channel. It was cool to see there are people that in their 60s and then people that are 15.
Yeah.
So many Star Wars is forever now. So
yep, it literally spans multiple generations at this point. So yeah, but again, thank you guys so much for joining us today, or joining me today, I should say. The royal us, I suppose. But
next time, maybe when Justin's on.
Yeah, definitely. But
and thank you, Wilbon. He said he subscribed.
Awesome. Nice.
I gotta watch your stream that you did with him, Wilbon, or that you did with Wilbon. I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
it's in my watch later. I just gotta find the time to work my way through it. But thanks everyone for joining us again. Tomorrow I'll have a review up for this very wonderful 2-pack here.
Sweet.
So definitely check that out. And like I said earlier, check out my full collection video. That is a good one. But for now, I've been Nate. I've been joined with Zoo Boy
See you guys later.
and Fig.
Peace.
And we will see you all next time, right here, same time, same place. I'm filling for time because I'm trying to find the outro. Where is the outro?
Damn it.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.